Yo, let me see if my requests are on. I don't even know how to do that shit. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Amy, make sure to follow me. What's up, account not found? What up, Tyrone? What's up, Funk Offsides? What up, y'all?
What's up, brother?
What's up, Charles? What up, big head?
You know it.
Let me bring everybody into bots real quick.
Yeah, welcome everybody up, brother. I'm just gonna sit here and be quiet.
No, you're good, brother. What's up, baby?
I gotta put some eye candy up, fake eye candy for Alpha.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I feel bad if everybody left Ricky Davis live.
I like this one, but you can't see it.
I did not mean to do that. I'm very sorry.
No, you're good, bro. You're good.
I hope he doesn't get mad at me on that.
No. Ricky ain't gonna get mad. Bro, he just appreciates that, we brought everybody to his live,
Oh, I like KB.
What's up, Batty Blonde?
Yes,
What's up,
absolutely. KB came in at the last second. I hope he comes over.
Batty.
Who's KB?
Kentucky boy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, man, I do want to hear about this real quick before you tell the story. I do want to hear about it and stuff, and I do want to hear this. But just to let you know, I'm not probably going to give my opinion about it.
Exactly.
It's nothing that anybody can even do. What's up, John Freedom? What's up, brother? It's just the fact that I don't do any of that drama anymore with...
Exactly. No, I appreciate that. That.
What's up, Tracy?
I just want to let you know, I'm not trying to drag you into it. I just feel like I would get a equal opportunity to be able to express my side. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, Charles, I wanted to ask, what happened with your other account? Why did you change the name on it?
To which one?
The Savage one.
Oh, Savage bitch. That's because Savage Pax was ghosting me and stuff and messing with me. Hey. So I copied his name and put Savage bitch, and I went on there, and he got real upset about that. He got really.
And I'm like, Savage Pats or Savage?
Yeah, that's why I was wondering.
And I said, dude, you can dish it out, but you can't take it. Wow, man. I mean, all I was doing is going on and ghosting him with his own profile, and he didn't like it.
He put his picture up and everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I used his picture and everything as the. I just told him, I said, doesn't that seem kind of childish, dude? I know it does, and I said, man, don't you hate that? I do too.
I haven't seen Savage Patch Savage used to support me like heavy when I first started, and I don't know, I don't even ever see him on the app anymore.
Well, it's best if you don't. I like him, actually. Really and truly, I do. I'm not going to lie about it. But, he started really, pounding me pretty hard, dude. And I had to do something. I mean, one joke deserves another, right?
Is G Street coming over here?
I didn't do any reputable damage.
Someone said he's talking shit about you over there.
Oh, he's talking shit about me?
No, they're probably trolling. No, I don't think he is.
Oh, slapstick with the galley wally. Thank you, brother.
I don't think he is.
Well, I don't care if he's talking shit about me or not. I wanted him to come over to listen to Charles also. Somebody invite G-String over here, y'all.
That's what I'm doing.
He has 2 accounts.
Oh. I just have one of them.
Thank you for the heart or the flowers. Batty, thank you for the coins too.
I'm going to invite KB over too.
Hey, Slapstick, you're not going to be able to get my rose title. I'm just saying.
All right, thank you, Batty Blonde. I mean, tell him to come up on Pickle President. I know he has that other account.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Thank you, Scorpio King.
Thank you, Jerry.
Right.
No, I'm really curious on hearing this, Charles, and I definitely appreciate the apology. I mean, man, you really don't even have to even apologize. I mean, people will see people's true colors, and eventually,
Well, no, I do. I do owe you baby. I mean, I haven't said anything, lately. You know that, and I've gifted and stuff like that. But
right,
dude, just even basically take that side and fell on that side. I mean, it just I'm real sick to my stomach over it, dude. I really am. I'm that kind of guy. I'm a stand-up man. I'm not saying I'm perfect by any means, but I believe in if you mess up, don't be a wuss. Admit when you're wrong. You know, if you can say it, be ready to stand by it. And if you find out that it's not true and you were the dumbass,
Thank you, Jim.
then say you're sorry. You know,
Right, absolutely. What up, Texas Trucker? Thank you.
know, that's just what I believe, you know.
Right, absolutely.
I sent Ginseng and KB an invitation, so.
Thank
And
you.
I'm sure, I'm just going to let you know, this is probably going to be recorded because I told Vaughn that I was going to do this. I said, I want you to know on the front end, bitch, what I'm going to do. I said, I'm going to put it on TikTok. I've got all the receipts showing that you're a crook.
Thank
And
you.
I said, and after I do it, me and you are going to meet and I'm going to shove your teeth down your throat.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So, and he told me, he said, I'll walk through you, old man. I said, one thing that you need to realize, you just said the key word, old man. Old man got a lot, the young man has a lot of spirit, but the old man knows the way. Nothing's come easy in my life, brother. I still break horses. I still do all that. And if this dude thinks that he's going to walk up on me like that, dude, I'm going to steal his thunder. I'm going to tell you. You know? So I'm just telling you right now.
What's up, Holly?
This boy's got a serious awakening. He can't sing with no teeth. Trust me, I tried it. It don't work.
Oh my God.
I'm going to curb stomp his ass. I went to jail for that in Florida. I curb stomped a dude, but I still did it for a reason. When you line their face up on one of those concrete curbs, you kick the back of their head and knock all their teeth out. Yeah, I went to jail for that in Clearwater, Florida. And Vaughn's fixing to get a signature move himself. He's got to do it.
All right, guys. So look, to fill everybody in, I was just kind of letting the room build up a little bit, guys. Let's get to 10,000 likes before Charles tells his story, just to fill everybody in. So look, everybody knows good and well. I don't even like mentioning the name. I'll just say V. Charles can say his name.
Bomb.
Yeah, thank you so much. I don't like mentioning it because honestly, I don't like.
You don't need the trouble, brother.
Yeah, they like taking everything and there's nothing they can even do to me real life anymore. It's just the fact that I just don't feel like it's just so old.
Well, you're fixing to have to not worry about him. I mean, not that you worried about him, but you're not going to have to worry about him anymore. I'm going to do it on camera, so they can lock me up afterwards or whatever, but I'm going to have it on camera.
Absolutely, yeah. So Charles is going to tell the story about V and how I guess they were on the phone, or he might even say some stuff. Pretty much, Charles believed everything that V told him. That Vaughn, I'm just gonna say Vaughn. Fuck it. That Vaughn told him, and he was a really big Vaughn supporter. And now he has.
Give me 70 on that truck right there.
He has his story now.
What's happening, Alpha? Tracy.
What's up, John Frito? What's up, brother?
Count not found.
John.
What's happening, Tracy?
Yeah,
I helped
I'm
you.
still waiting for you to change your name back, bro.
I helped you on that battle so you wouldn't lose.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you. When I was at the casino today. Thank you.
Yeah.
I know. I was so excited. You guys came through. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's
Go ahead,
good.
Charles. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Charles, they want to know where you first saw. I guess they want to know from the very beginning where it's like, oh shit, you saw that he's not a good guy.
Well, I tried him a couple times, and I mean, I've got proof of all this, guys. So one thing that you're going to realize about Charles Poole, I'm a stand-up guy. Yes, I am a multimillionaire. Yes, I own 3 ranches. Yes, I have everything that I've always said. And yes, I knew that people would come after me and try and go after money and everything. Well, really, I did. I'm just going to tell you, maybe I'm naive. I come from a different generation than the majority of you. And I'm not used to this kind of stuff. So, hold on. I'm trying to get a gas pump started here, too. Let me see. I'm up here in Colorado right
Receipts
now,
now?
guys.
Oh God, I don't even care, boys. But thanks for the info. But
But
yeah,
the thing is,
you can keep them.
guys, I mean, I've tried a couple times to, deal with Vaughn. One time
Look
he
at you.
called me and, was talking and said oh my God, he had the business opportunity of a lifetime, which
What
is
up, Terry
great.
Law?
Huh?
Sorry, I was saying what's up to somebody. No,
But
go on.
he had the business opportunity of a lifetime. And,
Wait, Charles, hold on.
yes,
You know
sir.
what's funny that you said that? Because you know what's crazy? Jilly Willy called me and she said the exact same thing that you just said, except she said that World Champ and him was on the phone together saying the exact same words. That's crazy.
Oh,
But go
yeah.
on.
Well, I really don't know World Champ that much. He seemed like a nice guy, and everything, but I can tell you, he's standing up for the wrong guy. I mean, hell, Vaughn stiffed him out of $10,000. And I don't know why he didn't wrap his head around something because I'm going to. And he didn't get a dime from me, but it's just the principle that he tried. And I nailed him to the cross tonight about it, and he admitted it finally. So I've got text on all this, so I've got proof of everything, guys. I'm not coming, and y'all know for a fact, I supported Vaughn.
Yeah.
This is something probably new to everybody tonight.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna let you tell the story. I'm not gonna interrupt you anymore. And
but I just want to clarify. Alpha has given me a platform to state my case. I appreciate that. He is not taking sides. I'm not asking him to take sides. So please, nobody read anything into it because he's not. He's already told me that he's not, and I'm not asking him to. So, with that being said, he let me know that he had a golf cart shuttle business, shuttling people around Clearwater, Florida, where he lives, and everything, the beach and all that kind of stuff, and this and that. And he said, Charles, it's a good business. I said, that could be a good business, honey. And he said, dude, it's all kind of stuff that, you know what I'm saying? We can make tons of money on it and all this, blah, blah. Well, he had no money to invest. I said, well, I'll tell you what we need to do. And guys, I own multi-million-dollar companies. I mean, I do. You can check them out if you want to.
well, Charles, I'm not trying to interrupt you. I know I just said that, but I gotta say this. I have to. Guys, you want to know something funny? What Charles has said about the golf cart business thing? I was with Vaughn when we because we went into Clearwater and we rode on the golf cart, and that's when Vaughn was telling me, "Wow, this is a good business," because we talked to the driver, and he said, "I work for a guy." The driver did, and Vaughn's like,
Hold
"Man,
on.
this would be
And
a
he
good
makes
business to get into."
$4,500.
Yeah, and Vaughn gave the guy, this is when Vaughn was popping off on TikTok, and Vaughn gave the guy $100 tip. And Vaughn was like, we should get into this business and shit. But Vaughn never owned a
Oh,
golf
my
cart or
Lord.
owned any of that shit.
Ginseng wants to come up, Alpha.
So that was all. That's all. I just want to make this clear that that's lies that Vaughn said he owns any kind of company like that.
Well, the thing is so Bob came and was telling me about this. And I said, I'm interested. Well, the thing, I'm a businessman, Alpha. I mean, I may sound like a total goofball. I mean, I am Southern. I'm from Mississippi, but that doesn't mean that I'm crazy. So the thing is he came to me and he said, we could get these golf carts and put them on the road. I said, Bond, here's the deal. The way I work, I want a business plan. I want to know we're going to go ahead and do this the right way. We need a couple golf carts. He said, well, we want 10.
Hi,
He said, we
J-Wag.
want, hey,
Oh
J-Wag,
wait,
if
Charles,
you
let me
can
see
come
if
up.
because I know you wanted to apologize to J-Wag
Yes,
also.
yes, I do. And he
You're
may
right,
not
Charles wants
accept,
to apologize to you if you want to come up in the box, J-Wag. I'll send
he
you an
may not,
invite.
he may not accept my apology, and I understand that. I mean, I understand, but the thing is, though, is, uh, hey, J-Wag, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
What's up,
I
brother?
want to I want to apologize to you, man. If you'll accept my apology, I'm very sorry. Uh, I backed the wrong people, dude, and I'm very sorry. So the thing is when I make a mistake, I let it be known. I'm not trying to cover it up, and I'm not trying to make excuses for it. I backed Bomb sorry ass, and I have now seen through everything. Uh, and I am very sorry that I ever took that side, and I'm very sorry for everything that I've ever said. If you don't accept my apology, I understand, and I'll have to be the one that accepts that. But I just wanted to offer it and put it out there and let you know.
Well, I can accept your apology. You come to me with like a man. Uh, I've said some stuff to you as well. We can.
Well, you were right about some stuff about me.
I hear you. But
I am a little creator. I don't pull many people. And the thing is, that is the truth. I mean, you weren't actually saying anything out of line. You called it like it was. And but I deserved everything that you said. So you definitely shouldn't say anything to me. I owe you the full apology, and you're gracious enough to accept it, and I really do appreciate it. I really
yeah,
do. I'm just letting you know.
So Charles, I don't know how much you've heard, Jay Webb, but Charles is about to.
nothing. I just came in here, but Charles, with that apology, you're more than welcome to swing by my room if anytime you'd like.
Well, I sure do appreciate
And
you.
I appreciate you being a decent man and offering that. So thank you very much.
Well, I'm very sorry that I ever came across like that. I'm real ashamed of myself, and it was just a I don't know, man. I came down instead of. It's a lot easier for people to go down than to come up. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And when you're hanging with the wrong people or you're doing the wrong thing, it's a lot easier for you to lose your integrity and fall than it is to pull those people up with you. And that's what I fell victim to.
I just had that exact discussion with some people today and it said that exact same thing. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
it's harder, to do the right, to go up than it is to come down. And you can go down very quickly. All of us are capable of doing that. So,
Absolutely. Whether it's wounded bird, I like to call it wounded bird syndrome. You feel sorry for somebody, or for whatever reason, that happens. I'm an older man. Man, I'm 58 years old. I mean, I'm not a kid, and I'm real ashamed of myself that I fell victim. And I'm not a victim. I did it. I did it on my own, and I thought that I was right, but I was definitely wrong. So.
And Charles, can I ask you a question, bro? Because I love you. You know, you always supported me. What was like the final line? Like, what
Yeah, well,
happened?
that's what G String. That's what Charles is telling.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, guys.
Thank you, John Brown. Appreciate you,
I
brother.
don't mean to keep getting sidetracked. That's one of the
No,
bad
brother,
things about me.
that's me doing it. So you go ahead, man. That's my bad. I was
Well,
just
what
filling
happened
J
is,
Wag in on what's going on.
he came to me and was like, "Man, I got this deal. This shuttle service, blah 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 blah, and everything." And I'm like, "Okay." Well, I'll always listen to a business opportunity. I'm always looking for something to get into. Always. I mean, you don't. That's just the way that it is. I'm looking for investments all the time. But so what he did is he came to me and said that, and he said, I've been looking online and I found these two carts. It'd be like $15,000. Blah blah blah. One of them was black and one of them was white. And I said, well, let me tell you something. I got online and I found some that were closer to where I was, right? And I said, I would rather get these two because I also have a vinyl wrapping company and I can wrap these golf carts. To me, in business, it's all about your first impression. I mean, are you going to go show up somewhere in t-shirt and long hair, stuff like that and make a bad first impression because that's the lasting impression? Or are you going to go ahead before and in your business plan, put the people in uniforms, let's do it right. Let's make sure the golf carts are wrapped. Let's make sure they have signage on them. Let's make sure that the guys are wearing khaki shorts and uniforms. You see what I'm saying? And it's all about image. And, you know, we're not scrimping for money here. So let's do it the right way. Well, it was a hurry up. We got to do it right now type deal. No, man, no, we got to do it right now, man. I don't have time to mess around with this stuff. I said, then you got the wrong guy, dude, because I'm not going to do business that way. I don't force anything. If we're going to do business, we're going to do it right. We're going to do our due diligence. I said, we have to form an LLC. So he said, I can form the LLC right here. So I cash apped him $100. He filed an LLC. And I said, well, how are you going to file the LLC without having my information in order to put me on there and stuff? Well, he filed the LLC. And I said, well, how did you get my info? Well, I said, how are we partners on here? He said, well, neither one of us are on the LLC. It's just a shell LLC. Not going to happen, brother. You want me to come up with $15,000, $20,000. You're not investing anything. And it doesn't even show I own half the company. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, I know business. If I know anything, I do know business. So then I sat there and he's like, are you going to do this or not? I said, no, not at this pace. I said, we don't even have a general partnership written up and notarized, everything like that. I said, I'm not putting a dollar into this until I am in and I'm a partner. Me and you are partners. And then when I go buy the golf carts, I'm going to take them and I'm going to wrap them. I'm going to do all that kind of stuff. And then I'll send them down there. Oh, that wasn't good enough. I got to have DC. I got DC here. He's down here with me and he's ready to go to work. And man, this is crazy. This is only $15,000. I got DC here. He's ready to go to work. And man, this is crazy. This is only $15,000. I got DC here. Crazy. This is only $15,000.
By the way, DC's in the live right now listening.
Well, that's good. And I'm sure that he's recording it. And DC.
I was just letting you be aware. DC is in here, and I can bring him in a bots.
The thing is, I like DC, isn't it? And DC.
I was just letting you be aware. DC is in here, and I can bring him in a bots.
The thing is, I like DC. I do. I like DC. He's never done anything to me, anything off color or anything like that. But the thing is all Von tried to do is he tried to rush this deal, push it through. And we didn't have a partnership. We didn't have a bank account. He formed a LLC that had nobody underneath it. So how am I tied into this company? You know what I'm saying? How am I tied into this company? I'm not. Do you think I'm going to put money into it? No, I'm not. I'm not crazy. So then he tells me, well, man, you're not ready to do nothing. You don't want to do it and all that. So I'm going to do it myself. I said, that's the best idea I've ever heard of, dude. Do it by yourself. Well, that was one thing right there. And I got all the text and information, all the receipts on all that. He was working me. So then I found out he's in Nashville right now. Little bitch ass in Nashville. I wish he'd send me that address. I couldn't get there anyway. I'm in Colorado right now, but dude, I swear, when I see this guy, it's on, dude.
So basically, Charles, it comes down to 2 golf carts, 15,000.
Well, that's just the first, and then all the different things that he did. Never a partnership, never nothing. Trying to force it real quick.
1,000.
Well, that's all the different things that he did. Never nothing, trying to force it real quick, wanting to get that money out of there, right? Well, then.
But he offered if you invested it, maybe you could make some money off of it too, though, right?
Yeah.
But he offered if you invest off of it too, though, right?
Yeah. It's supposed to be 50-50 partners, but I put in all the money. And he don't put nothing in. And he's going to run this business. Now, no partnership, no bank accounts, no nothing like that. Is that how you set a business up? How do you make money on that? I don't know this man from Adam, other than right here on this and talking to him. How do you make money on that? I don't know this man to him on the phone. The thing is, I don't know this man's true character. I don't know anything about until now. I don't know this man's true character until now. You know what I'm saying? And he has tried multiple things, and nothing has ever stuck
John
with this
Freedom
guy.
with the 25. Sorry, Charles. John Freedom sent $25 to the Cash App. Thank you, John. You know you're an OG here. Love you, my brother.
I mean, this man has jumped from business to business and doing this, doing that. Everything that he's done, he's failed in everything that he's done. He does not have a good track record. I mean, I own multi-million-dollar companies. Everything that I've done has succeeded, but I don't go in like that. I go in with a 5-year business plan. I know where every bit of the money's going to on my LLCs. I own them. I'm the sole proprietor, and I also list myself as a manager. So the thing is I've got multiple years of college behind me. This is what I do.
Well,
This
Charles,
is,
let me ask you a question, brother.
but
Here,
then,
let me put you in the big box.
okay.
Let me ask you a question, Charles. I mean, I think a lot of people, aren't. Let me ask you a question, brother.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question, Charles. I mean, I think a lot of people, are gonna say things like, "Oh, we don't believe you," and
Well, I
all
got
this kind of
receipts
stuff.
on everything, brother. The thing is, and see what really broke the camel's back. I never said nothing to nobody about that little golf cart business and all that, but
How
obviously
long ago was that,
you
by the
knew
way?
about it too. You knew about it.
Something, Charles. What I'm saying, big dog. Something had to happen because I
Oh,
get
it
it.
did.
You were
Oh,
pondering
it
that.
did over the
Well, he
last
hasn't
4
got there
days.
yet. He hasn't got there yet.
Yeah, over the last 4 days, what happened is KB is, and I hope you're videoing this like you said you were, Vaughn. You were going to. You go ahead. I've got everything, and I'm gonna show it all, brother. You're the one that put it into text.
Yeah,
I
Charles. What
can.
I was gonna tell you is, if you
I
don't
cannot
mind,
be. Well,
after
I
you telling the
cannot.
story,
Yeah,
Charles, if you don't mind, maybe showing a couple of those texts, by the way,
yeah. I mean,
after
my
the
thing
story.
is, yeah, my thing is I cannot be sued for something that man wrote to me because once he sent it to me, I'm gonna inform him on something
You
real
can't.
quick.
I did the same
And
thing
I
with
know
Jilly.
I
You
know
can't.
business. I know business and I know law. And the thing is, once he texts something and he puts it on text and he writes all the stuff and then he sends it to me, it is
Yeah.
now my property. It
Exactly. It's
belongs to
not
me.
illegal. I did the same.
Yes.
Jilly Willy's in here, and I don't have a problem with Jill anymore. And
Yes.
I did the same thing with her. It is not illegal at all to show receipts, to
Well,
show
he just
text,
told
not at
me
all. Jill.
he was going to sue me for defamation of character if I came on here and exposed him on all this. I
Well,
said,
I'm giving
give
you
it
a
anybody.
platform. I'm
He
giving
said,
you a
whatever
platform.
amount of money you've got, he said, I hope you got a lot, Charles, because I'm going to sue you for it. I said, get to suing, brother. You
He
won't
can't
get
sue
nothing.
you for
No,
that.
I know he can't. But the thing is, what happened, dude, 4 days ago, me and KB's throwing a lot of shows right now, and he offered me the opportunity to invest a few $1,000s into one of the shows that he was booking. I've been expressing interest into it and everything like that. And so I was going to do that. Well, then, Bond came live. I talked to him. I'm trying to shrug off. And so I was going to do that. Came live. I talked to him. I'm trying to shrug off this feeling that, he was wanting to screw me on this golf cart thing and all this kind of stuff. So when I ended up coming up into his live and everything, and I said, yeah, you're a good guy, blah, blah, blah. Boy, was I crazy. All of a sudden he calls me. Okay. So the thing is at that point in time, I talked to Mom and everything. And then he tells me that he's traveling to Nashville. He's 2.5 hours out of Nashville and all this and that. He's headed there and everything. And, and all that kind of stuff. And I mentioned about I was going to go in with some money and everything and all that kind of stuff. And I mentioned about I was and go in and produce a show with KB, and all that kind of stuff. And he said, really? And I said, yeah. And it was probably wrong of me to even mention that to him because really it wasn't his business. And I shouldn't have ended up having loose lips. That's my fault. But if I wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't have found out that he's just a piece of crap. So the thing is, I'm kind of thankful that I did. So what I did is I told him, I said, yeah, I'm doing it. And he said, well, how much? And I told him, he said, wow. He said, that's crazy. That's
How
the
much
same
was it?
amount. Huh?
How much was it?
It wasn't but $3,000-4,000.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't a large amount.
Okay.
But the thing is I was going to test it. You know, one thing about me is, you know, I look at things, and before I jump in all the way, I'm going to test the water. I mean, that's what people do. You know, so the thing is, he goes, "Wow, that's crazy. That's the same amount that he owes on my recording time at the studio." And I said, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's not paid, man. It's not paid. And I've already flown in Sean. Well, Sean drove from Ohio. I drove from Florida. I got a guitarist that came in from California." And I said, "Whoa, from Ohio. I drove from Florida. I got a guitarist." I said, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he said, "I've already texted him and called him, but he won't call me back. He won't call me back."
You're talking
And I
about
said,
Kentucky boy?
"Yeah, yeah. Called him, but he won't call me back. He won't call me back."
You're talking
And I
about
said,
Kentucky?
so he said, "KB."
Oh wait, hold on, Charles. DC wants to come up.
Okay. So he said, "KB."
Oh wait, hold on, Charles. DC wants to come up.
So what's up, DC?
I think we need to tell.
So what's up, DC?
I think we need to tell the whole truth here.
I'm telling the whole truth, brother, exactly how it happened. I've got the text. I got everything, DC.
Okay.
Everything.
Are you
Everything
telling
is
the
right
whole
here.
truth, though, Charles? Are you telling the whole truth?
All right, what's the whole truth, DC? You
I'm
wouldn't
just
even
asking the truth, though, Charles. Are you telling the whole truth?
All right, what's the whole truth? Yes, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you step in anyway. I think this was in between me and Bitch Boy Ball.
DC is the creep, right?
And I tell you, DC.
Big
I tell you,
DC.
DC.
DC is the creep, right?
And I tell you, DC.
Big
I tell you,
DC. in the
DC.
building.
Your boy needs to do some homework and check and see who he is talking to. Want to talk to Slim? Slim ain't his name, brother. It's
I know.
SS.
He's a
And
dear
the thing
friend of mine.
is, he's dead
Yeah.
wrong.
Okay,
And
well,
Ken White-
let me ask you a question, DC. Is Charles telling the truth about what he's saying about KB, or you know what?
Absolutely.
So, what was exactly said about this $3,000, Charles?
Exactly what was said. He said that the studio time was not paid for. He tried to text KB. KB would not text him back. Now I got all text to prove this. So DC, if you state any different, it's going to make you look real bad, brother. And tried to text KB. KB would to prove this. So DC, if you state any different, and I'm telling you, and I'm not upset with you. I'm not upset with you.
I'm just trying to get to the truth here, brother.
Okay,
That's
well,
all
I'm
saying.
going to tell you the truth. I have nothing to tell but the truth, brother. And I want to tell you because the thing is, Vaughn is a cutthroat. He tried to screw me. He admitted to it in the text. And he said, "Yeah, I fuck with people like you. I do stuff like this to people like you, Charles."
He said that?
Yeah, he admitted it in the text.
What?
I got it. I'm going to show it.
For
I'm going
real?
to show it, DC. It's by him, Charles.
He said that?
Yeah, he admitted it in the text. I
What?
got it, DC. It's by his text, so you can't argue with that, brother. And I think the world of you. You've always been a great guy. But all I'm asking you is please don't get involved with this because I've got him dead to right.
Wow.
I've got him dead to right, dude.
Here's all
And that's
I'm saying.
why when we show up, I don't need no bullshit waivers. I don't need none. I expect everybody to stay out of it. I am going to drive that man's teeth show up. I don't need no expect everybody to stay out of it. I am going to drive that man's teeth down his throat.
DC,
And I
what
want
are you
everybody to stand
DC,
back.
what
and
are you
watch
saying that Charles ain't telling all the truth about the $3,000?
I'm asking if Charles said to him, "Aren't you going to Nashville?" Did you say
I
that?
told you.
I'm asking if Charles said to him, "Aren't you going to Nashville?"
him that I would help him. And that's because he said
You're not
that.
answering my question, though. You're not
What-
answering
what?
my question.
Okay, what's that?
Did you ask him if he was going to the studio?
Yes, I did. I said, "Where are you? How far out are you?" And
If he was going.
Yes, I did. I said, where are you? He
Yep.
said 2.5 to 3 hours.
Yeah. So we're going to drive 12 hours.
Uh-huh.
We're going to drive 12 hours.
He said 2.5 to 3 hours.
Yeah. So we're going to drive 12. We're going to drive 12 hours, thinking that it wasn't paid for.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. I got it, dude.
What do you mean?
I got the text.
That don't make sense. That don't make sense.
Vaughn is
Well,
in the
I'm gonna tell you.
chat.
KB has all the text too. See, after
All right.
Vaughn was sitting there and doing all this and saying all this, trying to swindle money, then I sent KB all the text. And he kept saying, haven't heard anything, Charles, haven't heard anything, checking in with me every day. I haven't heard anything back. He hadn't texted me back. He hadn't texted me back. He don't have the money, Charles. He don't have the money. And I knew it was a lie because I was talking to KB the whole time.
He didn't say that.
Hold on.
Texted me back. He don't have the money. Talking to KB the whole time.
Hold on.
Hold on a
DC.
minute.
No,
I'm fixing to go ahead.
I'm gonna let
Let me-
Charles tell his story. I'm not gonna bring Vaughn up. And DC, I'm gonna drop you, and I'm gonna let Charles tell his story, and then we can get to the facts with Vaughn and
The
stuff
only
like
time
that.
Vaughn needs to come across
Vaughn's in
me
here.
is when I bust his
Can we
teeth.
bring Vaughn up, y'all? Can we bring Vaughn
No,
up?
because I want to
No.
hear Charles. I want to hear Charles' story first.
You're going to end up getting me banned if you pull
No,
that
no,
bitch
because
up.
yes, I want to hear your story first, and then I will let somebody come up.
When Vaughn needs to see me is when I'm driving his teeth straight
Well,
down
the only
his
reason I
mouth.
dropped DC is because I want Charles to just finish his story of what exactly happened.
Yeah, but I think Vaughn should be in here.
He
He
is
is in here.
He's in the
He can
chat.
say what he wants to say.
But I think Vaughn should be in here.
He
He
is
is in here.
He's in the. Well, he
He
can
can
say
say-
what he wants to say in the chat right now. I want to hear your story, Charles.
All right. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna post something up here.
Well, he
He
can
can
say
say-
what he wants to say in the chat right now. I want to hear your story, Charles.
I'm gonna post something up here. I want y'all all to see it now.
All right, that's honestly that would help us out a lot.
Yeah. I'm fixing to go ahead and prove this. Hold on, where is that text? Because I called Vaughn out on it and told him you're a lying bitch.
Because the only look, I don't want to bring and even with DC and all that, because I know it's just going to turn to arguing, and then
I have no
Charles is going
problem.
to.
I have no problem with DC.
Armed
being honest with you,
forces, damn it,
I
boy.
like DC. I like DC.
Armed forces.
What's up, Ricky? Armed
Let's
forces,
see.
him.
How do I got to be able to turn my. Man, why can't I ever figure
Here,
this
let me give you. Do you need camera access?
Here, I got this. Hold on.
What's up, Birdie?
All right. Can you see, guys?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to point this at my other phone. This is a message from Vaughn. Okay. Can we read this?
Yes, we can see it.
What does that say?
Man, I just talked to KB. He said he had to use the 3K to show, to my understanding, all supposed to maybe he didn't have. Hold on, let me screenshot this. Don't have it for this trip. Damn it, boy.
Thank you very much. Now, I'm telling you.
Well, make sure you don't show your steering
Can
wheel,
you
brother.
see the name at the top? Who sent that to me?
Damn it.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not lying about this. He's a swindler. He's a crook. He was trying to get 3K out of me. And KB told me, hold on a minute.
What did KB tell you?
KB told me that Vaughn is full of shit.
Hey, brother,
Bullshit.
don't show your steering wheel. They're going to think you're driving.
Oh, I'm not driving. I'm just sitting.
No, I know, but they'll think you will, even if you're doing what you're doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Well,
Here, look, I'll turn your camera off. All right. You're
No,
good.
no, I'm fine.
Oh, wait, there's
And
Kentucky
then
boy.
I
right
told
there.
him, I said, here you go. Turn my camera back on. It's just pointing down.
I think we should let Vaughn up.
No, I want to. I won't. All right, so he's
All right, what does
obviously
this say? In blue is me, okay?
All right, hold on. Let me turn your camera back on.
Yeah, it's on.
Because right now we're talking about KB. We're not necessarily talking about Vaughn.
No, this is Vaughn's Send it
Well, no, I
to me. You
know,
see
but
the
they're
name.
talking about
All
Kentucky
right.
boy.
Now the blue is me. Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? Hold on. Oh, my phone went off. Sorry, guys. I told you I'm mechanically impaired here. But all right, you see I put in there that I just talked to KB. KB just texted me asking what did he do wrong. I told him it's a shitty thing to do, leaving y'all out there like that. Very disappointed. Said that's bullshit, and he said that's bullshit and not right. I said, Vaughn, what is going on? Why is he saying it's not true? I'm not understanding all this. I offered help, is what I told him, right? See that?
Yep.
Then he put, Charles, I ain't talked to KB. I've been busy. He must be busy, so not really sure. See what I'm saying? And then I said, okay. He just said he had everything under control. I'm in the mountains and not enough signal to talk. I can satellite text until I get to flat land. And he said, man, I just talked to KB. Said he had to use the 3K for a show, is my understanding. And we're
Thank you,
supposed,
brother.
yeah, and he doesn't have the money for this trip. I said, what the fuck? And then he said, so let me know, bro. I'm wore out. It is what it is.
Now, do you think Vaughn could have been playing you and maybe trying to
That's
get three
exactly
thousand
what he, that's
dollars?
exactly what he was doing. And then I talked to KB, and then I sent him this message. You're a bitch, boy, lying motherfucker.
Oh, he was lying about the 3,000. Oh, I
Oh,
get
he was
it.
lying. KB paid for everything. He
Right,
was
but
trying
Vaughn
to
was trying
also
to get
get
an extra
me to cash app him
$3,000.
$3,000, saying KB didn't have it.
Wow,
And
that
I
is
told him that he's a
crazy.
bitch boy. He's a lying motherfucker. And I said, we will meet.
Damn. Hold on, let me screenshot that. Damn it.
Dude, I have no reason to lie. He's a piece of shit.
Wait, now
He's a liar.
show the text where he said he does this to people like you.
Oh, yeah, right there. He said,
Wait,
the
let me
one
see.
thing is, I'm no bitch, my guy. But what I
Armed
do
Forces, thank you.
is fuck with guys like you. So I don't think you want to travel down these roads all through the shit. Bullshit.
Wow, that
Yeah.
is
So he even admitted
crazy.
that he was trying to fuck me over. So I
Let
told
him
him,
up, y'all. Let Big Vaughn up.
Shut up, ginseng.
G string.
why would
Let
you want to let
fucking
Bone
Vaughn
up?
up, bro.
You're seeing all the proof.
You see the messages, G string. What are you talking about? You're seeing the receipts.
Let him stand up for himself, dude.
Ginseng.
What's there to
What,
Ginseng.
stand
stand
up
up for
for? You
himself?
see the
What's he going to
receipts.
stand up to? Yeah, I'm a
Ginseng.
piece of
You
shit.
see these messages right before your eyes, man. Let the
Yeah,
man
like
tell
it's
a
right
story.
there.
All right. Well, I'll give you
Ginseng. Hey,
He's going to
brother.
have a chance to, Ginseng, but here's the
Ginseng,
deal.
I want to tell you, you know that I love you. I've always supported
I
you.
love you too, brother. I love
I've
you too.
never, I don't come on here and lie. I don't bullshit. And I got everything to back this stuff up. The thing is, I have nothing to say to Bone.
Armed
What is what?
Forces.
Okay, listen. What
When
does
I do
Charles
see
have to
him, it is
gain?
on.
Charles was a
So
big Vaughn supporter. What does Charles have to gain from this?
I don't have
Vaughn
nothing to gain.
forces. Thank you, brother.
He was trying to screw me over, dude. I mean, that's exactly. I'm showing everybody the proof. It
So
came right.
KB said that he's already handled it, and I saw the messages where it just twisted, where you're like, "Wow, you motherfucker!" Like like I saw
Yeah.
the shit.
When
And
I
it was
talked
like,
Scammer.
to,
that's
yeah.
crazy. But I'm just curious, what could Vaughn twist it into to say that?
Oh,
Because Vaughn's
Vaughn
saying
went
that
back. Get this.
we don't know the whole
I
story.
got so
I'm
far.
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you that little angle that this bitch Boy Scout tried to play. He wanted to kiss so much ass. He was kissing KB's ass. We all got on three-way, and I yelled and I screamed.
Oh,
That's
y'all
why
were
my
all three on the
voice.
phone.
Oh yeah, that's why my
What's
voice
up,
sounds like
Pops?
it is. Because I told
Pops
him.
is in the building.
That's why when I told him, when I see you, boy, it's fixing to happen. I'm telling you. And he was like, "Oh yeah,
Well,
I'll walk
okay, let
through
me ask
you."
you a
I said,
question,
"Dude,"
Charles. What
I
was
said, "the only thing
KB?
is,"
What
I
was
said, "now
KB
you got to
saying?
do it." I will go to Clearwater, Florida,
No,
to
well, hold
deliver
on,
this
Charles.
to him.
Charles, what was KB saying on the phone on three way?
KD said I don't know why, Vaughn, you brought my name into all this shit. And it's not cool that you using my name like that. Because KB texted me because I wasn't talking to KB because I thought that was a shitty move leaving them out there like that. I was concerned, you know what I'm saying? And that's what the story I was getting. So I was concerned and I was getting ready to do this $3,000 to him. And dude, and then KB texted me and said, "What have I done to deserve this kind of treatment, Charles? You won't even talk to me no more." I said, "I think it's a shitty thing for you to do, man." And I said, "I fuck with you. I like you." And I said, dude, normally I jump all on you. I said, but dude, I care for you. And it really hurts me that you would do this. He said, "Do what?" And he really didn't know. And I told him everything. And he goes, "Are you shitting me?" So I started sending him all the text. He said, "This is bullshit, dude." And he got
look,
off.
I feel like even if I bring Vaughn up, I feel like it's not gonna last because I feel like Charles and Vaughn's is gonna get bananaed anyways.
Oh, you're damn right.
No,
I'll tell you
But
that.
you know
before we
what?
even get
I am an entertainer, and I am one to please the
you
people.
should definitely
Listen,
bring it.
I think
So
at this
I'll bring
point
him
we
up.
got to bring the scammer up.
Yeah, we got to bring the scammer up.
Well, that's all he
I
is.
see him an invite.
And then he told me that if I put this up here,
I see him an
he's going to
invite.
sue me.
Hey,
And then he told me
hey, listen,
that if I put this up here,
I see him
he's
an
going to
invite.
sue me.
Vaughn, you're
hey,
echoing real bad.
hey, I'm here. Hey, Charles, you talk a lot, man. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you, brother. So, Alpha, if you don't mind, if you want to drop him while I tell you the whole story, then you can bring him up after I go to bed. It's fine. Because
No,
there's
bitch boy. No,
yeah,
bitch boy.
no, just drop
No.
Charles. I
I was
sat
sitting
down.
here. I'm the one that came on here, recorded,
Look,
and sued me like you
I'm
said
not.
you were going to.
I didn't come here to argue. I came here to tell you
No,
all
I
that.
know you didn't come to argue because you ain't got a backbone big enough, boy, to argue.
This is what I'm saying. You can't even.
Damn right. And I said that it would be this way if your sorry ass
Yeah.
comes
Okay.
up
All right,
here.
well, here, let's do
You,
this, guys.
you are a crook, dude.
hey,
Vaughn,
You're
look,
a
what
okay,
can
crook.
you
look,
possibly
Charles,
say to
Charles.
refute what this man's saying?
A,
He's
a
got the
lot,
text.
a whole lot. So that's
Well,
why you just need to
Oh,
drop
I'll
it for
tell
a
you, I'll
minute,
tell
and
you what, Vaughn.
I will bring out a whole lot.
Vaughn, listen, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to shut up. I'm going to sit right here and I'm going to let you state your sorry ass little lying case. I've got all the text. I just showed them.
Yeah,
I got more.
you only shown
I
about
got
4
more.
texts. You only
But I
showed
want
about
you to
4
show
texts.
me
Okay.
well,
your
Vaughn,
text.
that's some pretty bad text.
No, but you're gonna it's gonna make a whole lot of more context once we get into this. So
No. Oh, yeah.
if he
Everything that you saw that he fucks with people like me. He's
and that
gonna take
and
this
there's an
everything.
explanation.
Yeah. Oh,
There's a
please
complete
explain.
explanation
Let
for
me
that.
hold on. Let me
Yeah.
mute so I can let the bitch talk. Okay, go ahead, bitch talk. You are the one that had the line in your song. You remember everybody knows my name. All the bitch talk can't change the walk. Well, go ahead, bitch talk. Let's do it.
If you guys want to know the truth, you can hear it here,
All right,
or
Charles is muted.
I can do it in my live. It don't matter.
Charles is muted. Go.
Okay, so listen, this dude has been talking out his ass since the day he got on his app, and I've always known it. I have known that this rancid Texas that he's got is not what he claims it to be. I also know that the $50 million a year that he's made for 10 years is also not true. I'm also going to say is this dude wanted to talk to me for quite some time. He even asked Tank for my number. Tank never even passed my number forward. He asked me several times in my lives to give me my number. Never gave it to him because I knew what fucking came with this cat. So one day I'm sitting in a box in my room. It's just me and him and some
I gotta interject. I need to
girl.
interject something here.
I'm not going to have you interject. I'm going to speak and I'm going to leave.
I'm not.
Then you can say it all. You just let me say what I have to
give
say.
me just a second. I need
God
to
damn,
interject
man.
because I'm
This
an
is what
older
I'm saying
guy.
to this stupid
I'm an
motherfucker,
older
bro.
guy. I forget about things. But Bon, who the fuck do you think you are, Fabio? Like I was dying for your fucking number. You're a dude. I don't suck dick or nothing, dude. I could care less about your number.
Okay.
Golly, man.
Okay.
I'm a damn man.
Okay, mute, bro.
But okay. Now back to the story, bitch boy. Let's go. Bitch talk. Don't change the wall. Go.
Yeah. So, anyways, bottom line is this: I speak to this guy, and he comes to me and wants to present an idea that he wants to put on a Creed Ranch festival, and spend ungodly amounts of money to put on this big fucking festival. And at this time, he comes to me and tells me that KB is wanting to put this same festival on, but KB wanted $250,000 from him up front to do a fucking show and do all this shit. But it wasn't the kind of show that he wanted to have. It wasn't the kind of crowd because he didn't want it to be a hip hop show. Blah 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 blah. So he asked me if I could help him. I said, listen, all I can do is put into some calls for you. So Charles can validate this because I sent him screenshots of these texts. I contacted the senior VP of Universal Music Group that I know, that DC also knows, to ask him for advice to help Charles. I also contacted one of the biggest fucking booking agents that I know at William Morris Agency that has all kinds of people to try to get they started working on a roster of artists that could fit his budget. So I'm putting in hours of time trying to get him anything that he needed, not asking him for $1. He's trying to offer to pay me money. I'm saying, bro, I don't want your fucking money. I said, all I wanted to not see happen is you go into something that you're way over your head with. He's wanted to do a whole 3-day outdoor event. We all know how much that costs. You're talking millions and fucking millions of dollars. Not to mention the insurance, the security, staging, the lights. He said, oh, I'm going to build a stage and lights. I'm going to do this. And I said, well, it's a great idea. But why don't you try the first year, maybe just doing it for a day, or maybe do it for a day and a half. Cut your expenses in half. He thought it was a great idea. He's sending me text messages praising thanking me for my time. Because I probably put about fucking 6 or 7 hours of my time, him offering to help me, and I never wanted nothing from him. I've told this shit for 1,000,000 times. And then him and I starts talking about different things. And I had told him about something that I had already been working on. That was a yogurt shop with my son and also a fucking shuttle service with golf carts on the beach that I had been working on for a while, long before I even talked to fucking Charles about this or even wanting to be involved. He then started telling me.
Let me ask you, I just want to look for validation here. Did I pay for the LLC?
I'm getting there.
No, just listen. Just a yes or no. Did I pay for the LLC?
Okay, so when you said that you could get it.
I said, did I pay for the LLC?
You sent me $100 for the LLC.
And you said it was less than that, right? Or $100.
No, it was $100.
I'm not trying to twist it. It's a simple question. Did I send you the money for the LLC?
And I just answered that, and I was already going to get that. So
okay,
it was $100.
Now another thing. All right, I want to just make
yeah, but I gotta agree.
I made this accusation. Hold on,
Charles.
Who is included in the LLC?
Okay, well, hold on. No, the thing is, though, we're way off subject. Vaughn, you're talking about stuff that doesn't even involve those.
Yes, I'm trying to ask.
Yes, it does, and I'm going to explain to you why.
No, hold on a minute, Vaughn. Was I included on the LLC?
So now I'm going to answer your question. The question is, neither is my name nor is your name.
Sterling, we already saw him.
What type of LLC is that?
Hold on, because as you know, LLCs with a state doesn't have to be and I said this to you. I got the EIN for us. I also got the LLC paperwork just registered, and that you and I needed to get together and get our operating agreement and organization things in line to then upload and put them in there. And that's what I said.
But the thing is you wanted to jump right on those golf carts before we had any of that stuff in order. And when you present LLC papers at a financial institution, someone has to be on that LLC.
That's what I just said, Charles. You're acting like I don't know how to fill out or what LLCs are.
Well, I've been never had an LLC with nobody covered.
Listen, y'all, let's get to the point. Vaughn, why did you say that you needed $3,000 when really KB paid for it the whole time?
First of all, KB, when I had picked up on Charles. So here's the thing. When I had started picking up on Charles that he wanted to get me a Ferrari and send it after Creed stock was over, he's going to give me a Ferrari and bring it down for me to leave in and drive and gift me a Ferrari.
You said your credit wasn't good enough and you would pay me directly.
Dude, I have
before you left Ohio, your mother would go up and co-sign and get you a ride.
I have the text messages where you said
I don't even have the Ferrari yet. But I told you, I
Oh
never
my
bought the
God!
truck.
Here we go, bro. I've got the
never
text
bought it.
message where you said after Creed stock, man, I'm gonna gift this thing
I'll
to you.
put you in that card. Yep.
Okay,
And
there
you
you
said
go.
if you can do that, that'd be great. You said I'll pay for the car.
Listen,
I don't have
this
the
is
credit.
this is what this comes down to. This is where we are, guys.
You
Here we
said
go.
if you can do that, that'd be great. You said I'll pay for the car.
Listen,
I don't have the credit.
this is what this comes down to. This is where we are, guys. Here's the deal.
Okay, hold on.
I have
Why
found
did
out.
you tell me and continue telling me that you needed $3,000? I was talking to KB the whole time.
First of all,
why were you doing that?
because I'm going to tell you why. Okay? I'm going to tell you why.
But
because
you were fucking me, right? You had plans on fucking me.
No. Listen.
So what were you going to do with that money?
I'm going to tell you. Number one, I've already got the golf carts. Okay, I played.
I don't care about the golf carts.
No,
I'm asking about
Hold on.
$3,000.
Vaughn just said he played you, Charles.
Let me finish you. I played you because you're a liar. Okay, all I've been doing is throwing out things to see how far you would go with your stories.
Hey,
Every
Vaughn,
one
I
of your
want to ask you
stories.
something.
Do you know
How many people on this app have said that you're a fucking crook and you fuck people
It
out
doesn't
of money
matter. They can
and you
say
do
what
stuff
they
like
want.
that? No,
They
it
can
does
say what they
matter.
want.
And the thing is, you just admitted that you were going to do it to me.
Hold on. Charles, but Vaughn just admitted it. He just literally admitted that he played. Not only that, Vaughn's trying to twist it in. Hold on, he's trying to.
No. You're missing what I'm saying. You're missing.
No.
what I'm
You
saying.
said that because you wanted to see how far his lies go, but you're twisting it into that like it's okay of what you're doing.
No.
It don't make it right.
No,
it don't make
because
it right
KB,
to take money.
No. Hold on a second.
If I would have sent that to you, what would you have done with it, Vaughn?
First of all, I knew you weren't going to send it.
What were you? You don't.
And
know shit
second
about
of
me,
all,
buddy. I sent you the money and got the LLC, didn't I?
Listen.
Until you started pressing so fast and wanted everything all at once
hold on, my
before we
guy.
had an agreement.
Listen.
The thing is, do you really think that I'm that big of an idiot? I didn't get where I am because I just give it all away to fools like you.
No. Because number one, I've never taken nothing from you. I don't want nothing from you.
You're a fool.
That's not true, Vaughn, because you're
somebody
over here.
let me tell you, I'm gonna treat you to something.
Listen,
I'm gonna tell you,
KB,
a person that has
listen,
worked.
hold on a second.
Hey, listen, a person that has worked their ass off and made the money that I've made. Guess what, dude? We don't just hand it out to fools.
Guess
like
what?
you.
Hey, Charles, you just admitted I never asked for a handout. I never even wanted your money.
But you did because you were asking him for $3,000.
No. See, that's what
You
you're
were
missing.
asking me for $3,000.
That's
I felt
what.
bad for you.
That's
I
what.
thought you were sitting there in Nashville.
That's
And I felt bad
Listen,
for you,
listen.
dude.
No, but you didn't
Until
even
I
feel
called
bad.
KB.
But Vaughn, if you really wanted to see all this, you're over here texting this man, talking to him on the phone, sending all these texts. If you really didn't want nothing from him, you wouldn't be wasting your time doing all that.
You can listen.
He's trying to justify, trying
Mute
to
this
screw somebody,
motherfucker.
and they outsmarted
Mute
you.
this motherfucker. I can just go live and say it there. Because
Well,
that's
what I'm saying. Well,
that's what-
maybe tell somebody that might believe you, brother.
You know what?
Because
That's
I
what
don't.
DC. That's what DC was trying to come up here and help you. to understand.
DC came up and was fixing to step in a pile of shit and realized it. That's why he's smarter than you. You need to learn from that man. You need to learn from him.
No, DC heard all the same things I did, and what Charles
DC heard shit. He even said, I wanted to try to get the real story. And
You're
then
right.
I started presenting
You're
all
right.
the stuff
Yeah,
up here.
because people
And dude,
want to
you
know.
need to learn from
because
that
you know
man.
what?
If you'll
I
shut
haven't
that,
talked to
if
you
you'll
in
shut
2
that hole
weeks.
beneath your nose and open
haven't
those
talked
things
to you
on the
in
side of
2
your head, you'll
You-
realize
I'll mute this
that everybody
motherfucker.
else is not
All right,
wrong
well,
and you're
Vaughn,
right.
hold on. I got a question, Vaughn. You said that that's not the whole story. Vaughn, why don't you show other... I mean, look, Charles has
Show
shown
what you
receipts.
got. Show what
Vaughn,
you
why
got,
don't
Vaughn.
you show receipts that you have?
Yeah.
Mute this guy for a minute.
Well, I want to see the receipts that you have.
Hold on. I'll mute myself, dude. Show me the receipts.
Where all of this started was this. I haven't spoke to this guy in 2 weeks. All right? This fucking guy reached out to me. That's where DC was going with this. I didn't fucking call this motherfucker asking for nothing. This dude reached out to me because
It doesn't matter if he
he
did or
felt
not,
that fucking call this motherfucker asking for nothing. This dude reached out.
Matter if he
He
did or
felt
not,
that
though.
fucking KB was
Let's
trying
see
to-
the receipts.
I was talking to him on the phone, bro, and everybody heard it.
Charles
DC
has
heard
all
it.
these receipts that he showed us.
What
You,
receipt?
You said that you was gonna come up here, and you have. You told the truth. You said that you were taking advantage of him.
No. I wasn't.
Some people don't go on here and show their private shit all the time, dude. Only some people
G-string,
do.
look, hold on. again, Vaughn said he was going to tell the truth, which he did. You said you were going to take a.
You're not letting me finish, bro. You're interrupting like you always do. So this guy, this
Vaughn,
dude
why don't you
called
show
me
the receipts? That way you could refute what he's saying then.
because I just told you we
He don't have
talked on
nothing.
bro.
He's a liar.
You called me on the phone, and
I did. And then I asked you how far out of Nashville you were.
Yes, and I asked you why, and you said because I'm a friend of yours, and I have a bad feeling in my
That's
gut.
not what I said. Don't be skipping all up in it like that, brother.
You know what? Then you know what? Bring
where you
DC
were,
back up here.
And then
Bring
all
DC
that.
back
And then
up
we
here.
started talking again. And
Hey,
then you ended up,
You know
you
what?
were so
Hey,
nice and
I
everything.
am done with this,
And then
bro.
all of a
Listen.
sudden, that
You're
money,
a lying motherfucker.
the money.
Well, Vaughn, you can't say he's lying when he's showing
End up
receipts.
giving, the money I was going to give. Hey, I want to tell you something, guys. Here's the truth. The money that I was going to end up giving KB, he even said, wow, that's crazy. DC, what's the amount that KB would owe? Oh, Charles, it's amazing. It's
So
the
wait,
same
is
amount.
KB is
It's the
Kentucky
same
Boy and
amount
Vaughn?
that
Is
KB.
Kentucky Boy
And
and
he
Vaughn
said,
good now?
he said, do not send
Me
it
and
to him.
Kentucky Boy are fine because I was fucking playing this fucker's bullshit the entire time.
That's what he went back and told KB
He was
when he got
that's
caught.
what my point was. I said I
He
can't
kissed
stand
ass.
people like you because what he was trying to do, he was trying to say that KB was lying to him because he promised KB money for a show that he did not come through for. So he's trying to find a way out. And that's when I started playing Charles' game.
So you're gonna fuck me, right? You're gonna fuck me over.
No,
try to
because
get
there was
money
because
out of
I
me?
no Charles, because you know what?
Hold on.
I
So what were
nothing
you-
about
what
your
were you-
word
what
has
were
been
you
any
gonna
good.
do? Were
Well,
you
hold
gonna
on,
be
let me
a
actually-
good little
no,
Boy
well, let me
Scout?
make this very
Were you
clear
gonna
real
take
quick.
it from me and then give it to KB?
Hold on, Charles. Let me make this
Charles,
very clear,
you
Vaughn.
never sent him any money, though, right?
Hold on. But G-String, here's the thing, is that Charles, even if he made promises and anything,
It was all
nobody
false
on this app owes us a living or owes us anything or handouts or
I'm just
shit.
saying, you never,
He was
you never
working me,
actually sent him
G-String.
no money, though, right, Charles?
He was working me trying to get that money, and he was playing on my sympathy like he was stuck there.
Right?
No, I did
It
not.
doesn't give anybody an excuse to try to play them out of money or con them out of money.
Exactly. Nobody was trying that. That's
But
what
you
you're
was
missing.
because you lied.
Bro, I've got $26,000 in this bag. I don't need this fucker's money.
Oh, hold on, Bob. You told me you had 50. It went to 26.
Do you need me to show you the money, Charles?
You told me 50 just not even 2 hours
do
ago.
you need
Now
to
it's
me to-
26.
do you need me to show you the
Dude,
money,
step
Charles?
away from the crack rock. Step
Do you
away.
need me to show you the
Get
money?
away
Do you
from
need-
the
do you need-
dealer. You
do
don't
you-
have no money left.
Do you need to show me? Do I need to go down into the garage and show you the 100K car down there? I don't
Yes, you
need your
do.
money.
Yes, go do it. Go do it right now.
Okay. All right.
Go do it.
We'll do that.
I want to see it. I want to see this shit, dog.
All right, just for
Show
you.
me the shit. Show me the money.
Because my point, bro, is let me tell you something. We just been calling your ass out. KB has known every single thing I've been talking to you about. You tried to you asked me how much it would
You
take.
tried to say that when KB was on the phone. And
You know what? Hey,
KB
listen,
didn't
KB
step
knows
up
that
and
you're
say
full
a
of shit,
damn
too.
thing, did he?
KB
didn't
knows
step
you're
up
full
and
of
say
shit, too.
did he?
Hey.
Hey, put me in the big box. I'm gonna go ahead and show you something. Since I'm so broke, I don't have no money and everything. I'm up in Colorado, guys, and I don't have no money. I'm just a little poor guy, can't afford nothing. But wow, look at that 42-foot travel trailer behind my 250 F-250. That's 42 feet, guys, and it's 5 slide outs. They don't cost nothing. They give those away down there because people, I'm out in the middle of the road, prick.
Yeah, watch out, son. You about to get run over.
Yeah, I am. So, because I'm trying to show this idiot. But, yeah, we'll go ahead and look at this side. But that's 42 feet long. They just give these things away, guys. They really don't cost anything.
Guys, and if anybody missed it, this is Vaughn's text that he sent to Charles. You can read it.
Who
I
gives
have
a
no
fuck about
reason.
his text? Guess what?
And
Let me
he
tell you
tried to-
something. Hey,
It's a
hey,
receipt.
Hey, let me tell you something.
That
Let me
is a
tell you
receipt.
something. Hey, let's get KB up there because when I typed that text, I was on the phone with KB playing this fucker because he's a fucking con artist and he's a fucking. You know what? Get KB up here because I told
Yeah,
KB
get
exactly
KB
what
up
I was
here.
going to say.
Here,
Yeah,
let me drop Mike
I
Jones.
need KB to tell me that I'm a con artist.
You have been lying to every motherfucker on this app, and we finally
Well,
are
brother,
just
I want to
calling
tell
you
you
out.
something. If I'm lying to everybody, I'll tell you, I do
Hey, big
own
dog.
ranches. I got a
Hey, big dog.
14,000 acre ranch in Texas. I got a 300 acre
That's
ranch in Mississippi, and I
AMG.
got a
That's
100
twin turbo.
acre ranch and 600 acres
Hey,
right there.
Charles, you
So
wanted to
the
see
thing is,
Charles,
if you didn't see those in your
Charles,
search
you wanted
results,
to you wanted to see the new car. Here it is, brother.
what?
Here it is, new car, brand new, brand new.
Well,
Rental?
you can rent things,
Rental.
one. It's easy to rent.
Show me the registration. Show me the
With
registration.
a temp tag on it. I can
Show me the
I can rent a
registration.
car with a temp tag. I don't think so.
That
Yeah,
is
you
a
can
nice
rent a car with a temp tag.
Yes, sir, you can. Yes, sir,
Nice
you
car.
can. Enterprise buys
Oh,
them
look
all
at that.
day, and
Look
they'll
at
have
that.
temp
Look at
tags
that.
on them, and they'll start
Look at
renting them
that.
out.
I got
Show me
flagged
the
because of calling your
registration.
bitch ass out. Bring KB up here and let KB.
Registration,
Hey,
please.
bring KB up here and let him also
Registration,
tell you
please.
how full of shit Charles
Checkout
is.
time
Charles,
is 11
listen.
o'clock.
Well, I
Charles,
got
Checkout time
paid.
is let me guess. You bought the
Hey,
hotel
Charles,
that you
listen.
stay in.
No, I actually paid $2,500 for this Airbnb, my guy. Let me tell you something, Charles.
Oh, 20. Damn, you told me 2,000. Now it's 25. You told Kentucky Boy's wife you spent 15. What the fuck is it?
It goes
you
more.
stupid ass?
It
There's
keeps
three
going up
prices
because I'm
right
here
there.
longer. My point is, I don't need nothing from you. Never have.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Those golf carts.
KB,
I
I
already
said
have
that
those
you were
golf
there
carts,
from the
my
8th
guy.
to the 15th.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, this guy
Hey,
is
you
full
know
of
what? Let
shit,
me tell you
guys.
something.
I'm telling you.
Hey, bring
His-
So
KB up
wait,
here.
his
wait,
numbers
Vaughn, were
changed.
you? So wait,
He
so
told
you
me
trying
earlier
to
he
get
had
Charles? So you trying to get
$50,000.
Charles
Now he has
to get in
26,000.
business with you and do all these things? You're saying that you were playing Charles the whole time.
Meaning, just realizing how far he goes with his lies. That's what I mean by that. Not playing the guy for his money, bro. If listen, when I go
my
live,
God. Yeah, he's playing me,
when
trying
I
to play
go
me
live,
for
well,
my
I
money.
don't need your money.
Look, I'll send KB an invite. I'll just send him an
Please
invite.
do. Please do.
Yeah, I
I
sent
sent
KB an invite.
You know what?
I
Because
sent him-
KB don't like you either, Charles, because he knows you're full of shit.
Then why does he come to me and say, "What did I do to deserve this"?
I don't know, Charles. Why did you come to me trying to say that his fucking show was a fraud, and that's why you were trying to fucking get with me?
Dude, I sent him the same receipts I just
Those
showed
receipts
these
don't-
people.
those receipts
Who's the
don't mean-
liar
those
and who's
receipts
telling the
don't mean
truth?
shit.
I got shit to back
Those
my story
receipts
up.
don't mean
You have
shit because I
nothing.
told you I was on the phone with KB
Look.
when I typed that.
All right,
What's
guys,
up,
I want to
Courtney?
ask you something. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to ask you, do
I
receipts
you're
will
not
mean
say,
anything?
I will say.
And then the man gets up here. Then
Well,
the man
hold
gets
on,
up here
hold
and
on,
even
hold
admits
on, Charles.
that
I
he's
will
not
say.
Are you not
yogurt.
listening to me?
Wait,
I
wait. I
was
will
on the
say.
phone.
I think it is. I think it's interesting that KB doesn't come up because KB usually does when people talk about him. So I think for KB not wanting to be involved, that means that there's truth here.
The truth in what? There he is right
Y'all
here.
tell
Let's
me.
go.
There he is.
Maybe what, motherfucker? Like I don't stun about none of this shit. You for real? Fuck what y'all talking about KB? Cause KB the truth. Shit, nigga.
All right, KB, that's what I
Shit,
tried to tell
motherfucker,
him.
wow,
This
my
guy was
goddamn
sending
name. Like,
all
I
this shit.
listen. This is my goddamn thing right here. I'm not no TikTok person, so all this little bullshit right here ain't even me. Period. At all. This ain't what I entertain right here. This old internet type shit. You dig? This is what everybody else.
Well, this
entertain. I
guy
don't
over
do
here,
this shit.
KB, is speaking all up on it, telling me you can't stand me, that I'm a damn, I'm a crook, I'm a scam artist, and all this, and he's telling me all this shit. I sent you all the damn receipts, dude.
Hey, why don't
And
you ask KB if I wasn't on the phone with him when I wrote that text?
dude, you were kissing ass because
I
you knew
wasn't
that you were
caught.
caught.
I wasn't
I'd already
caught. You know
texted
what? I
you
told
and told
KB.
you.
I told.
I'd already
I told
texted you, KB, hold on a minute. KB, me and you were talking on the phone, right? Hold on. We were talking on the phone, and I texted him, and I even told you what I was going to text him, that I talked to you and all this and that. And right when I sent that text, not even 30 seconds later, did this motherfucker call you?
So wait.
There you go.
Wait.
And that's how you
well,
talk
Vaughn,
to KB.
well, hold on,
I knew
Charles.
that you
Vaughn
called
said that
KB.
him and KB were already on the phone, so that means
No, sir, they were not. KB, is that the truth? Did I not text Vaughn and expose him, and then he turned around 30 seconds later and called you?
I can't wait.
And then I hung up
Listen,
the
this
phone
is the
with
thing. At the end of the day, me and Vaughn had done talked before. Vaughn did call me once you finally texted. Once you texted him that last stuff, he did call, and we talked as well. And then you hung up.
But me and you were on the phone first, right?
On the phone too.
The whole time.
So Vaughn is
the whole
Vaughn,
time.
Vaughn's
You hung up
lying.
with me
Vaughn's
to talk
lying
to
about
him.
being on the phone with KB.
Whoa. No. Vaughn ain't lying.
Well,
I
that's
told
good.
you.
Yes, you are lying. I was on
This
the
is
phone
the
with
thing
KB.
right here. Me and Vaughn done talked. Vaughn called. We talked. Me and Charles done talked. Both of us done talked today. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like I said, I don't do all this little monkey shit right here. So what am I being brought up for though? This is what I need to know.
Well, because
the thing
KB
is,
Vaughn's
Vaughn's
saying
the
that
one
you
that
were in
bring
a
it up.
scam.
Vaughn
Vaughn's saying that
brought
you
you
were in a
up
scam
and
with
said that
KB
you
to
couldn't-
scam Charles.
said that you
Vaughn ain't
couldn't
never
stand
said that
me.
Kentucky boy was in with no scam at all.
Well, he just said that y'all were on the
Ain't never
phone
been
trying to
no
play.
scam.
That y'all were
I
trying to
don't
play
do no
Charles.
scam shit.
Vaughn said, I want everybody, hold on a minute. I want everybody to know Kentucky boy was not in
What
this.
I said
He has
was,
no
According to
play in
Vaughn,
this
according to
whatsoever.
Vaughn, Kentucky Boy was in this because he said
No,
that.
Kentucky boy
Well,
ain't in no
Vaughn
scam
tried to say
whatsoever.
that. Vaughn tried to say that, but Kentucky boy was
no,
not
listen.
in this.
What you're not,
This
what
is
you
all
guys are
Vaughn
missing
right here.
is what has been going on and what we have been doing is being ready to expose Charles. And I was on the phone with Kentucky Boy when I wrote that fucking text.
Is that? Hold on a minute, KB. Is that the truth? You were trying to expose
you're a
me.
liar.
He said the man just said you couldn't actually really stand
No,
me.
that's a lie.
You
I
don't
ain't saying
like
that I
me at
can't
all.
stand you at all. All I was trying to do was get to the
Yeah.
bottom of this shit. I was trying to get to the truth of everything. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the
And I'm
end
going
of
to
the
tell
day,
you right
I
now,
didn't,
Vaughn
you
point
know,
blank.
Vaughn had told me at the end of the day, once he contacted me, and then I figured out all this other shit was going on.
And he did that because why? Because I sent a text and I called him out on the carpet.
I talked
and I
to
told
him
you what I was
fucking
going to.
earlier this morning, bro.
No, you did not, Vaughn.
So
You did
Vaughn,
not,
if
dude.
Vaughn
You're
wasn't
lying.
talking to
Please
KB and Charles called KB, then Vaughn was trying to scam
This is what I
Charles
want to do. This
out
is
of
what I want to do right
$3,000.
here. Can we hold up and
when I
let
sent the
Vaughn
text,
tell the story, whatever he's trying to tell, and then I'm gonna say
hold
whatever.
a minute. No. I want to make this understood. I was on the phone with KB.
You're
I
missing,
can show that I was on the phone.
You're not
with
listening,
KB.
Charles.
Hold on. Tell the story. Who we need to tell the story?
Well, guys, before Vaughn tells the story,
Vaughn,
can
let Vaughn
everybody
tell the
just
story
spam
right quick,
in the
y'all.
chat Vaughn the con in the chat, y'all?
Well, I'm going to tell you
hold on.
something.
Everybody,
KB has the sweetest wife in the world. Miss Dana is the sweetest woman in the world. I am not trying to disrespect that lady.
Here we go.
Not trying to disrespect KB, and I have not tried to bring KB up in this because it's not
You gotta be
KB's
fucking
fault.
kidding me, bro.
KB didn't do this. Vaughn's the one that went back. He played this game, and then he went back and kissed KB's ass, trying to smooth it over because he knew that he was
Let me
caught.
tell you something.
And that's exactly
there was no
how it
smoothing
happened.
over because I'll tell you why. Because you see that text right there. You see that text if you scroll up about what you scroll the ones above that. Show the text message before you called me a bitch boy. Show that one.
Yeah, he showed him. He did show him.
That's the one I want you to show.
He did show him.
Show
Yeah,
him
he
right
showed
now.
him.
Show him right now, Charles. The one before you called me a bitch.
Yes, Vaughn, he already showed them.
Okay, so what did it say? What did it say?
Them all.
It was saying that it
Which
said
part?
that KB didn't pay the fee.
Exactly. So there you go. Just stop right there. I was on the phone with KB when I wrote that fucking text message before Charles called me a bitch because I told KB what Charles has been doing long before Charles even knew it.
So
KB
that's
confirmed
you
that.
saying that KB was in on the whole thing with you then, if he already knew it.
But I was already on the phone with KB, and I
Bro,
sent that
So you're
text
throwing
to call you
KB
out.
under the
And
bus if
30
that
seconds
is
after I
true.
sent the
Alpha,
text, you
you're not
immediately
under
called
no bus
KB.
because I had already told. Ain't KB ain't being thrown under no bus because I'd already told
That's
Charles
right.
that everything was being paid for. So what the fuck are y'all not getting?
Yep.
And what you're
That's
missing,
right.
Alpha, is what Charles was doing is he was trying to use
Shit.
me against KB and trying to
What the
find a way
fuck,
out
bro?
because he
No,
wasn't paying
no.
for a show with KB. That's what you guys are not letting me finish.
Oh my
That's what you're
God.
not letting me
Yeah.
finish.
I
Tell
didn't
the
pay for the
story.
show with
They don't
KB.
want to hear the
I didn't
truth.
pay for the
Hold on.
show
They
with
don't want to hear the
KB
truth.
because
Calm down,
he
man.
told me
Calm
don't
down, man.
send it to him. Don't
Why
send
do
it to
you,
him.
Charles?
Send it
Why
to
do you
me.
think,
If
Charles?
I
Why do
don't
you
use
think
it, I'll
KB's
send it back to you,
Charles? Why do
Charles.
you think KB's wife is?
That's what you said,
Oh
Why do you
dumbass.
think?
shit.
That's what you said.
Why do you think KB's wife is fucking pissed in the background? Because she knows what's going to fuck.
Because you're a
No, bro,
liar.
we
You are a
know what
liar. You
you've
have
been
brought her
doing. You've been
husband.
lying to them, and
You
me,
have brought
everybody.
her husband's name into all of this. You, Bond, have brought his
See, Vaughn,
name into it.
now
That's
people
why
are
his
turning
wife is mad.
against KB now because of you, Vaughn.
No, they're not.
No,
No,
but I'm
no, don't
saying,
turn
Charles,
against
I'm not
KB.
telling
Listen, let
people
me tell you
to.
something. Let me
KB,
tell you something.
KB,
I don't give a fuck about
KB
nobody
is
turning
good.
against KB. Every nigga can suck KB dick because I don't need no motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about this TikTok shit in that chat down there, dog. I'm who I am in
I'm just
real
like,
life, bro.
I'm not telling anybody to do
Guys,
anything.
this is not
Yeah.
KB's fault. This is not
KB a real
KB's
Hey,
one,
fault.
Alpha,
I'm
goddamn it. Fuck
telling you,
all that
Alpha,
shit the
KB didn't
motherfucker
have
talking
nothing
about,
to
dog.
do with it.
Shit,
Alpha.
y'all
Listen,
crazy
Don't
listen.
turn
motherfucker,
against
man.
KB.
Listen.
This all happened because Vaughn was
Bro,
trying to
save
be
your
a
fucking
crook
bitch
like
ass,
he
bro.
is, like everybody said. Everybody has told me ever since I started backing him that I needed to get away from him. He's going to screw you. And you know what? Everybody can't be wrong and
Guess what?
him
I
be
never, I
right.
never
He
screwed, I
is a
never screwed you,
screw-over.
asshole. I only did was try to help you.
You tried.
No,
You
I didn't try
tried.
nothing, bro. I did a lot of
Twice.
shit for you for nothing.
Twice.
Yeah, for
Twice.
nothing. So here's the deal. Mute this
Twice.
motherfucker, and I will help you
Because I wouldn't
understand,
give you a
Alpha, where
damn
this is at
thing.
right now. Mute him or drop
I
him
wouldn't give you
because his
nothing,
wife
dummy.
wants to hear it. And if you want to hear the truth, I'll tell you, and KB's here. Get him the fuck out of here, and he can come back after it's over.
All right.
Because you've
No,
not let me yet tell why we're here.
I'm the one that came in. Go over to your live, Vaughn. I've already go tell somebody that might listen to you. KB didn't do nothing wrong. You got caught.
The only
and you went
person
and
that's
kissed
been doing
KB's
shit
ass
wrong is
because
you, buddy.
KB
Well,
has
y'all
you under
already know what
contract,
time it is.
and
It's
he can
time for
control
a
your ass.
damn. It's time
That's
for a
what it
damn
is.
quick poll. Is Vaughn a con? Red for yes, blue for no.
Fuck
No,
yeah,
we're in your
yes.
chat, bro. We're in your
It doesn't
chat.
matter.
Oh, okay.
All right, Charles, let Vaughn tell his little story.
Bill scam.
It's just all shit.
No. It's facts because KB can validate what I'm going to say too if he chooses to.
KB, hold on a minute. All right, Vaughn, I got a question for KB. KB, please, I'm going to ask you something. This is in between friends, guys. Please don't go against KB because I want to tell you something. That man's done nothing. He has done nothing to deserve this.
God.
And the thing is KB, I got a question. Do you really hate me? Like Vaughn said. Now, everybody was in here, and Vaughn told me that you really
I
truly
just
can't
told you,
stand me.
I don't hate you, brother. You dig?
Why don't you
I
ask
don't-
him if
I
he?
don't-
Why don't you just ask him if he thinks you're full of shit?
I don't
Ask
hate
him that.
none of you. I don't hate nobody. I don't even hate Alpha. At the end of the day, I'm just a loyal motherfucker, man, to the people that I fuck with. That's it.
And I told you, did I not apologize to you? And I told you I was sorry for
Why
getting
don't you fucking just
Okay,
ask him
hold
if-
on.
Did I say that?
Okay,
Did I say that,
KB.
KB?
Do
Yeah.
you think? Hold on, Charles.
No,
hold on,
hold on.
Charles.
I've already.
KB, do you think Charles is full of shit?
This is what I think about Charles, okay? Charles is cool, but Charles have said some things, and then he didn't do it. Do I know why he didn't do it? No. He has his own shit, but he
That's
have
right.
told people shit that he was going to do, and he didn't come through. That's true.
Yep.
Now,
But at the end
KB,
of the
question.
day, like
I
I
did,
said,
and I'm
even
gonna
with the
admit
money
that.
with me, but see, I didn't know, like, goddamn, like it was being said, like, goddamn, that a motherfucker wasn't paying for the studio sets to see me, I would never do no shit like that. I would never get nobody in Nashville and not have the money putting them in the studio. Because money ain't shit to me. I got plenty of that. Plenty of it.
Well, that's what Vaughn was saying that you were.
But I never
the
wanted
thing
for
is,
shit.
I'm gonna tell you. The thing is, KB,
Said, I was told supposed to be coming in with me. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, he had asked me to, you know what I'm saying? We have been talking plenty of times, and he was saying, you know, he liked the
No, but
right.
KB, just because Charles didn't stand on that or whatever, or it didn't work out, let's just say, does that mean that he deserves to be scammed out of $3,000 from Vaughn?
No, I never said that he needed to be scammed.
No, and I'm asking you, and so do you think it was fucked up for Vaughn to try to scam him then?
Me personally, once bro got to telling me about this shit, I was like, hey man, I even called Vaughn and was like, God damn now, and that's starting to make me look bad, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's my point.
There you go. When you called Vaughn, did he not tell you?
But
I'll tell you something.
at the end of the day, y'all ain't letting Vaughn tell his story, though. You see what I'm saying? So listen. Let's lay back and let that nigga say what he want to say. I done said how I feel.
I'm going to. But thing is, I want to make everybody understand. KB didn't even tell me that Vaughn was going to fuck me.
So we know
KB's wife told me. Is that not true, KB?
Charles, who is Nathan? Who is Nathan, Charles?
No, Nathan's a singer. He's fine.
Yeah,
all right, so we know Kentucky Boy.
Is that true?
All right, guys, listen. We know that KB is innocent.
So he didn't know who it was.
All right, listen. We know that Kentucky Boy is innocent, guys. So y'all don't have to say that about Kentucky Boy. Vaughn has made Kentucky Boy look bad. Now, as far as Vaughn goes, Vaughn, you have explaining to do, which I don't think you can because the receipts are in the pudding.
It's real simple. I mean, whatever KB can validate what I'm about to say or not. I told KB what was going on when Charles started this shit. So bottom line is this: that how all of this got started is I hadn't talked to Charles in 2 weeks, and I'm on my way to Nashville, and I randomly get a call from Charles. I couldn't answer it. Then I called him back. And he couldn't answer it. And he said, I'm busy doing something or whatever. I'll call you back. So he calls me back. And he says, what's going on, Bubba? You know, how far are you out from Nashville? I said, about 3.5 hours. I got time to talk. So he calls me and he says, man, listen. He said, are you going to the studio? Are you in the studio now? I said, no, we're on our way 3.5 hours out. He said, yeah, I thought that you were supposed to be there on the 8th.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is that true, though? So far, is that the truth?
Is that true?
So far, is that the truth? Because then you said, yeah, I remember you saying you were going to start it on the 8th. You say that, yes or no? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. So hold on a second.
I saw you in the live, and I stood up for you.
Yeah.
In the live,
okay. It was just a yes or no, bro. I didn't need an explanation. So.
No. We got to know. You said you hadn't heard from me in 2 weeks. All of a sudden, out of the blue. No. Right before then, you saw me and talked to me.
You came in my box and you dropped out and you called me.
Okay, so let's make sure that we state everything how we actually started talking.
But really, I mean, that's really a moot point. So,
no, it's not. No, I didn't call you out of the blue.
Okay, Charles. So you were in my box, and and after that you called me. Couldn't answer the phone, and then you said, "Are you in the middle of something? You'll call you back." We played phone tag. Then we finally got in touch. And you called me back, and I answered. I said I had some times to talk now. So when you called me, you said that and I put this on everything I love. You said that you have a bad feeling in your gut that you wanted to know, has my studio time been paid for? And at that time, my answer was, I don't know. And as far as I'm assuming that it has not been, because I haven't even been there yet. So why would it be? So my answer to you, hold on, let me finish. So my answer to you was no. And then I said, why are you asking me? You said, because you have a bad feeling.
Oh
my God, bro.
That, dude. And it didn't even happen like
mute this motherfucker. I'm getting off of here, bro.
Let's tell the
Charles, hold on. Let Vaughn just tell his story.
So this dude, I can even bring DC out here. You heard the whole fucking thing to you. The bottom line is this dude said, I have a bad feeling in my gut. And I said, why? What's the problem? He said, well, KB hit me up needing $3,000 for a show.
and he sends me a fucking poster of this show. And he goes into the details about I looked up this tour schedule and this shit isn't adding up. And he said he's got $12,000 in a bank account and he needs $3,000 more that he's short. And he said, I just have a feeling in my gut that he don't have this show because I looked this shit up and I feel that he might need this to pay for your studio time. So I wanted to know, has it been paid for? And my answer was, no, it has not been. Because at that time, it had not been. So the point is this dude was insinuating that that's why he needed to fucking ask about 3,000 because he needed a reason to get the fuck out of this deal with KB and try to find fault on me. So when he started that shit, I started playing his game and then I let KB know exactly what this motherfucker was doing. And that's what I meant by playing his game.
You did not talk to KB at all.
And I talked to KB today.
What you just said didn't even make any sense to even try to con somebody. That didn't even make any sense to try to con somebody when you just said.
Let me tell you something, homeboy. I never asked him for
You
nothing.
did. We just saw the text. You're asking for
No. He offered to help.
It
He
doesn't
said,
matter,
KB,
though. You're over here playing him, and you even admitted in the text you played him, and what you said doesn't even make sense of even trying to play somebody.
It does make sense because I knew he's full of shit. He's not doing
What
anything.
does it matter if he's full of
anybody.
shit? What's the point to go and try to scam somebody is my point.
I never asked him for the money. He offered it. Yes or no, Charles?
No. Okay, wait, Vaughn. Hold on. You're over here in text saying, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Hold on.
You can't even do it.
Whoa. Where did I say that?
Again, look at the text.
I never insinuated I didn't know what I was going to do.
No, you're sitting here saying, no, you're making him, Charles, think that you can't do the studio time. You're putting it in his head.
No. All I
Dude,
was
I
doing,
sent the exact text.
All I was
You
doing
were,
was
bro,
answering
you
his
were
questions.
manipulating Charles.
No. I've got the
Charles.
No.
Yes, you was. You were manipulating Charles into thinking something different.
Bullshit.
Exactly.
All he was doing, bullshit. All he was doing is asking me if the shit had been paid for yet,
you know
or if
what?
I had spoke to KB.
Bro, you
and the
are a
answers to those
fucking
questions-
scammer, bro. You're a fucking scammer. Just like I said, you're a POS, boy. Get the hell out of here.
Vaughn the
Man, I really
Tide,
didn't
boy.
want you to get up into it, Alpha.
Vaughn is a POS scammer. The tests prove it. He literally tried to scam Charles out of money, then give some bullshit excuse. And even if Charles didn't stick to his word about going in business with Kentucky Boy or about a show or whatever, first off, Charles don't owe Vaughn shit. So it doesn't matter if he stuck on his word about some money or not.
I don't owe anybody. But I want to tell you, I did tell Kentucky Boy I would go in with him on that. But then Bond was telling me that he was stuck out there.
Exactly, he was manipulating
in from out of town. And Kentucky was being manipulated. Well, he was manipulating me, and he told me that he didn't have the money and all that kind of stuff. Charles, if you'll send me the money. And I said, well, Kentucky already texted me and asked me if I was going to do this or not. I don't owe Kentucky
Look,
Boy
my
nothing.
thing is, I just can't stand when people try to take advantage of people. I can't stand that shit.
Well, but KB just asked me, do you want to do this or do you not want to do it? If you don't, that's okay. We're friends. And that's what KB said. And I was so fucked up with Bond's story, thinking that he was stuck out there.
Hey, Charles, can you
had
do me
all
a
these
favor? Can
people
you show
come-
the receipts again for everybody? Since everybody wants to see them again.
And guys, for anybody that's trying to support Vaughn, he will be out on his new summer tour. No receipts or refund with his new hit single, Still Scamming. So
Yes, thank you for that, J-Wag.
Yeah.
And guys, y'all make sure y'all put some respect on J-Wag's name. Show him some love, y'all. And put some respect on Charles.
Here's he put, brother. Well, he told me, brother, you don't have to do anything. I'm not here to take from people, man. I just know you said you've been wanting to get involved with somebody cool. Man, what the fuck is that? I'm not a teenager, dude. I don't care about somebody cool. Hell, if I want somebody cool, I go look in the mirror because I'm the coolest motherfucker I know. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Hold on. And then he put this. I didn't even show you this one. He said, relationships, because I asked him, I said, see right there, how do you do? I asked him how that he's in the studio without any money, without it being paid for. And he told me relationships I've built with people and then trusting they won't get fucked. So I won't let it happen under no circumstances. So he was telling me that they were actually extending him credit, I guess, on studio time, which is bullshit because they don't give a shit what you do. You know what I'm saying? They want their money. They're not there. They're not a nonprofit organization. And the thing is he was saying just on his word and his absolutely wonderful reputation, not Kentucky boys, but
Charles,
his.
show him the text about the money, about Kentucky Boy and the money and stuff.
Yeah, and I just want everybody to know, Kentucky Boy had nothing to do with this, guys. I'm telling you, I already know that he had nothing to do with it. And y'all did hear Vaughn say before Kentucky Boy got up here that Kentucky Boy really can't stand me. He hates me, you know.
He
and
did
everything.
say that.
But Kentucky Boy, I asked him, and what did KB say? I was never calling on Kentucky Boy's name. He was, not me. So I wouldn't do him like that. He has a beautiful, sweet wife, and he's always been straight up with me, dude. You know, so I'm telling you.
Yeah, we all want to see those texts.
Well, there he is when he said, Charles, I ain't talked to KB. I've been busy, and he must be busy. So not real sure, brother. And I was asking him about the money. And he's still trying to tell me. And then he said, right here.
Yeah, there
here
it is.
Man, I just talked to Kentucky Boy, and he said that he had to use that other $3,000 for another show. I understand. That's what I'm understanding. Y'all are supposed to maybe do something together, but he don't have it for this trip.
And that is manipulation lying.
Yep. He knew that KB had already taken care of it.
KB said he wasn't on the phone with you when you wrote that.
He was not on the phone. I wrote a text and called. Hold on a minute. I'm fixing to show you something. I wrote a text and called him out. That's what I did. And when I called him out, KB even told y'all, when I called him out, boy, he called. And he called KB immediately. I mean, he called him so fast, dude,
and that's what
that
KB
he
said.
I mean, it'd make your head spin. Yeah. And the thing is, I was on the phone with KB when that happened.
Damn it. Vaughn is the Titanic.
Boy.
Why is KB not talking about this? Like,
oh, here's what I did. Here's how I called him out. I said, KB just texted me asking, what did he do wrong? I told him it's a shitty thing to do leaving y'all out there like that. Very disappointed. He said that's bullshit and not right. Vaughn, what's going on? And then I put, why is he saying it's not true?
You know what? That's how I know that Vaughn is lying about KB, because of the fact that KB, why would KB just throw it all out and tell Charles
and then I
all
put
this?
Right there.
KB didn't know what was going on. I'm gonna tell you that.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
KB didn't even know what was going on,
no
and Vaughn's
idea.
trying to make it out like KB knew everything the whole time.
And was in on it with him.
And you see,
yeah,
right there,
yeah, Vaughn's trying to make it out like KB
I'm not
was in on it with him
understanding
the whole time.
Well, I put right there, I'm not understanding all this. I offered to help, is what I put. I offered to help. And then he responded back to me after I called him out, but he called KB right then. And I hung up with KB so KB could talk to him. KB's sitting right here, and he knows that's the truth. And he said, Charles, I ain't talked to KB. I've been busy, and he must be busy. So not real sure, brother.
Still scamming, folks.
Still scamming after he was caught. And I let him know he was caught. And he's still trying to scam me.
Crazy.
You know, here's the bad deal.
I don't have any. I don't have anything to lie about, guys.
So
So
listen, man,
I'm
I do
just
want to
telling
say
you the
something right
truth.
here, though. Far as this $250,000 shit and shit.
Anything to lie about, guys.
So
So
listen, man. Far as this $250,000 shit and shit like that, I don't know really where that come from. Far as me saying something about about the little thing over at your ranch and something about $250,000. I don't know where that comes from.
I don't know
Well,
what that
Vaughn was
is.
the one that said all that.
I was just saying, I want to
Yeah,
make that
that's
clear
bullshit.
that I ain't asked no motherfucker for nothing about no
Nope.
$250,000, no
I
no
did
shit
not.
like that
I did not.
whatsoever.
KB, I did not implicate you in
No.
any of that. You can ask everybody here. I
No,
did
Vaughn
not
Vaughn
say
Vaughn
Vaughn
that.
said all
implicated him
that.
as trying to help him scam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, pretty much here's what Vaughn said. That Charles said something about you giving, or that Charles was going to give you money for a whatever kind of concert it was. I don't even. Vaughn said that Charles was going to give you money for a whatever.
The Ferrari,
Yeah.
California.
Charles, what about the merch from Bougie?
What
Something
now?
about Bougie B said, ask Charles why I didn't get the merch.
Yeah, I wasn't
See,
gonna
if you ain't got
book the
something to tell them,
artists
just
though.
say
I was
shut
just
up.
gonna book the artists for the
Oh, I'm sitting on. Yeah, I'm sitting on 700 Creed Ranch shirts. Because guys, I'm going to go ahead and come clean on something. Okay,
Courtney.
I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all. I'm going to tell y'all something that I hadn't
Okay,
told you.
we're listening.
All right, and I hadn't told people because I don't want any bullshit. Okay, but guys, I've got cancer and I'm dying. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead. I've lost 75 pounds. I've got cancer, and I do want to do a Creed Ranch show, and I do want to put something together as a legacy. I've got cancer, and I do want to put something together as a legacy, and it might be something vain. I don't know. People might think that I'm vain for that, but I wanted to do something nice for my family, and I wanted to put as a legacy, and people might think that I'm vain for that, my family. And I wanted to put something on that may be able to go every year in remembrance
Damn.
of me. If that's vain,
Well, I
I'm
didn't
very
expect
sorry
that. Well,
that I
now
did
Vaughn should
that.
really feel like a big piece
And
of
I'm gonna
shit.
tell you something else too. I would get
Well,
it with the actual real artist
Vaughn
instead
knows
of
it.
Vaughn.
Yeah, instead of Vaughn, and Vaughn tried to scam somebody with cancer. That's crazy.
Well,
And
Vaughn
Vaughn
knows.
already knew about
He
it.
already knows I got cancer. He knows.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is wild.
Still scamming, boy.
Still trying to scam. That is wild.
And all
Boy.
Still trying to scam. That is wild.
I'm trying to do,
Wow.
guys, is I thought that it might be a good money maker. KB, am I lying about this? You know what the reason. And all I'm trying to do,
Wow.
guys, maker. KB, am I lying about this? You know what the reason. You know what I wanted to do. You know that I got cancer. You know the background story. The thing is, dude, I wanted to put something together that would be in remembrance of me and Creed Ranch. And I
Wait,
am the
what?
founder of Creed
Vaughn, you
Ranch. And
can't sit there and try to backpedal now and say you didn't try to scam him.
God.
I mean, the text is in the pudding, my guy.
playing the C card.
Jesus.
Let me tell you
Wow,
something.
now Vaughn's backpedaling in the comments.
Whoever that is, Tiny Dancer, you're wanting to say that? You damn right. I got cancer. And if you want to say something about it, you got all the room that you want to say. But I want to tell you something. God, one thing that you can bet on, I'll be on this app giving you hell till the day that they end up taking me out. But I won't go a minute before God's ready for me, and I won't go a minute after. I'll go right when he wants me to. And if this is the way he wants me to go, more power. And then guess what? I'm good for it. I'm okay. I'm cool with it. I've had a good life. I'm good. I'm almost 60 years old. I'm 58. I've got 7 beautiful children. I'm very proud of all of them, and nothing will deter me
Charles,
from
you
that.
know,
So I'm going
we
to let
fuck
you
with
know
you,
right now.
Charles.
I've been
I
blessed.
just
I
can't
said we
believe that
fuck with
man
you.
was trying to scam
And
a
Vaughn
man
even
that he
came in the
knows.
bots and admitted that he tried to scam me. Now Vaughn's in the comments. Charles knows I didn't try to scam. Like, what? You can't just backpedal
Alpha.
now.
Alpha, think about this.
He
He's
just
trying to
came up
scam
here and
a
admitted it.
dying man.
That's yeah, that's my
It's
like
a
that.
low about this.
He
He's
just
trying to
came up
scam
here and
a
admitted it.
dying man.
But he
Live
knew
piece
about
of
it
shit to
already.
do something like that.
Oh, and now he's trying to say he never admitted it. That
Yes,
is,
you did,
he
boy.
was just in here in the boxes and admitted it.
He admitted every bit of it. Bob, I told you why. I don't know why you got to be this way, dude. And then you still want people to support you. And the
That's
sad
crazy.
thing is, guys, there's still going to be people that will support him. I don't know why.
Oh, bro,
I'm
Vaughn,
telling
dude,
you,
he
I
don't
have no
really have
reason to
he
lie,
don't really
guys.
have much support. He has a couple of people, but Vaughn's pretty much gone off
Well,
this.
I want to tell you,
And especially after this, now
Vaughn
he's
is a
definitely
total.
gone.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do an awareness on this tomorrow.
Yeah, like this is horrible.
And I'll tell you right now, I'll be right there for you guys. I want to bring all the awareness that I can to this. And just to let you know, I am going to do a live. And I'm doing this, guys. I mean, I'm out in Denver, Colorado right now. I'm doing refrigeration work. I had to come back to work because I can't leave that money on the table. And when I get ready to go, I can't leave this world wondering if I've set my wife and kids up in a good position. I'm not needing any kind of sympathy or anything like that, and I don't want nobody to
Or
treat me any
me,
different.
thank
I'm a
you.
proud man. I'm a cowboy. I own a ranch. I'm a rough guy, and the thing is I definitely
Vaughn,
don't
look at
want
the text
nobody
I have
treating
up
me
right
no
now.
different.
You said you play guys like
If
him,
you,
and it says it right here on your text, and you even knew that he was a dying man.
Scammer, dude.
And you even got in these boxes, and that's why I dropped your ass, because you still admitted to playing this man. You still admitted it. And said that you were pretty much saying that he deserved it. You were manipulating him. You knew what you were trying to do.
well, if you'll put me up in the big box, guys,
Yeah, I got
if
you.
you'll put me up there, I'll show you something. Now I want to tell you something. I'm gonna show you me up there. I'll show you something. I'm gonna show you something, and please, I mean, be kind. Don't be mean to me if you don't mind. I've had a lot on me, man, and I've got a whole lot of stuff going. Hold on. If anybody ever comes to my live, that's what you see. I put a picture up. That's what everybody sees. And you can't say, you know what I'm saying? He can't say, hey, Bogey, I didn't do that. I paid $10 to Gordo for every one of y'all for Gordo's merch. And if he didn't send you that merch, I'm going to call Gordo out. I'm going to tell you right now, I still hadn't got mine. I bought 9 cups. I bought all this stuff, and I offered to you guys. I paid him 10. I can show you the Cash App. I've got the receipts on that too, where I paid the remainder of each one of you. There were 15 of you. No, there were 21 of you, and I sent Gordo $210. I sent Gordo $210. What it was, Gordo was trying to sell merch. He had cups for sale for $30. Nobody was buying them. And I went on there. I said, guys, if you'll buy a cup right now in the next 15 minutes, the cups
I
be $20.
Gordo.
And
I
Gordo
like
said, I
Gordo,
can't
Charles,
sell them.
but you should know Gordo, he's not going to send no merch, bro.
Well,
No.
No. I like
well,
Gordo,
he
but
had them. He
Well,
had
it's
all
not
that
the
stuff.
best
He had it
example
all
for you,
piled
Charles,
up.
just so you know, big dog.
Well, he had it all piled up there. He was showing everybody online. And the thing is, I said, guys, if you order right now, tell you what, you can have the cups for $20 each for the next 15 minutes. Gordo came on and about freaked out. He said, Charles, I can't afford to let them go for 20. I got that in it, or almost that
And
in it. I
Brandy,
can't
I
sell
don't
it. I
believe
said,
that
Gordo,
Charles had
it's
him in his
okay.
possession, Brandy. You're just a shit stirrer, too.
Well,
Oh
what it
yeah,
was,
shit
Dude,
started.
I
Brandy's
told
a shit
everybody
stirrer.
on there.
She don't even believe her own shit that comes out of her mouth.
So what I did is I told Gordo, I said, look, brother, here's what I'll do. For the next 15 minutes, everybody that orders a cup, they pay $20. I'll pay the extra 10. You're still going to get
Bro,
30.
Gordo
At
has
the end of
admitted
it,
that
I
he's a
counted it when
scammer on this
everybody.
app.
Bro, how did Gordo's name get in this? This is going sideways.
Well,
Are
I
you
like
even paying
Gordo.
attention, Ginseng?
Well,
I like Gordo, but Gordo
because they
will
brought me
straight up
up.
admit that he scams people. Well, we all
Yeah,
know this
no,
about Gordo.
I didn't have a cup. Bogey, I didn't have a cup. Gordo was the one showing the cups. He was the one showing them. And I said, I will pay the extra $10. I've got the Cash App receipt. And I sent him $210 to pay all your guys $10. I'm fixing you, Gordo. I'm going to tell you right now. And, you know, the thing is, I paid, so I'm out 210, and I didn't get
Well,
shit.
Charles, I mean, look, we can move. Don't worry about Brandy.
But the thing is look, guys, this is my picture right here, okay? This is my picture. The reason why you see this picture is because I've lost 70-something pounds, man, because of cancer. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera on, and please don't make fun of me, guys. I mean, I'm sorry that I'm and I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera on, and please don't make fun. I'm sorry that I'm in
no one's
bad
gonna
health.
make fun of you, bro.
No,
But
man.
that's the reason why.
Man.
The reason why I turned that on is so that you don't see me. I don't want. But now you see me. I look like a fucking skeleton, dude. I've lost all my facial
We don't
weight.
see anything.
Oh, hold on. There I am.
Oh, yeah.
I don't look anything like my picture no more, guys. I've lost all my weight. I'm dying. That's okay, though. I'm good. I've had a good life, and I'm fine with it. But this is the reason why I don't turn the camera on. You know, this is why right here. Because nobody wants to see this.
Charles, you're welcome over in my room anytime you want to come over there, brother.
Yeah, Charles, we fuck with you, man, and sorry to hear that, brother. And I can't believe Vaughn the Con tried to steal play you after all. That is crazy.
Dude, not only that, then Kentucky Boy, who's done nothing but try to help Vaughn, tried dragging him in on this shit. And Kentucky Boy clearly knew nothing about the shit.
Exactly. That's
fucking scam artist, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. Making Kentucky Boy's name try to look bad.
Yep. And that's why people have been calling him Vaughn the Con forever on here.
Yeah, if y'all don't mind me saying this, I've been married for 30 years. I have 7 beautiful children. My wife still thinks I'm the most beautiful man on this earth. So I'm very lucky, very fortunate that I got her. And she's been with me all my adult life. So she still thinks I'm beautiful. So
good.
But I don't show my face normally, guys, because some people on here aren't kind and they make fun of you. And right now, I just don't need that.
Right. Well, I've seen everybody say positive things about you, Charles, so.
Well, I try to be a good person. But, dude, I wasn't a good person. I supported the wrong person and everything. And that's why I had to give everybody apologies, you know, for doing that. I'm trying to go to a better place. Life don't end here. It's just starting. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm gonna have a good life on the other side too. I totally believe that. And the thing is, we're just getting started right here, guys. You know? And that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to go to a better place. And so I don't want the fighting. I don't want any of that. I wanted to come on here tonight and I wanted to admit my wrongs. And I wanted to tell people, because I'm not guaranteed tomorrow, nobody is. And I don't want another minute to pass without me telling people that I'm sorry for what I did. And that's the whole thing. And I don't want another minute to pass sorry for what I did. And that's the whole thing. Because I do want to go to a better place.
Right, absolutely. Charles, I'm really glad you came to me about this, and I'm glad I let you, I'm glad I used my platform for this because
Lyrical,
honestly, it spreads awareness,
Lyrical, I'm not a liar, brother.
Oh, Lyrical is a troll, Charles. He's a huge troll.
Charles, you said you wanted to admit what you did wrong, and I feel you, bro. And hey, my heart goes out to you going through that shit. What did you do wrong?
Well, dude, I backed him. I went against and people that did not do anything to me. I formed a judgment. And, dude, I'm not put on this earth to judge people. I'm not. And God tells you not to judge people. You can only go by the way that you've been treated And I'm not judging Vaughn. I'm telling you facts on what was done to me. So that's not judging Vaughn. I am telling you what happened. But J-Wag never did a thing wrong to me. Alpha never did a thing wrong to me. None of these people ever did a thing wrong. And I formed a judgment off of someone else's beliefs, and I was wrong.
What does
That's what I did wrong, Gypsy.
what does Rec Outlaw's in here? What does Rec Outlaw think about what Vaughn did? I'm curious. I'm just really
I don't
curious.
know. I've always liked Rick Outlaw. I've always liked him.
Well, I
thought
don't
he
care
was-
for Rec Outlaw, but I'm just curious what he thinks about it, though. I'm just, just curious.
Well, he had never done nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? And like I told you, man, I'm just working on going to a better place, brother. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but I don't want God to shoot me down or tell me that I'm a hypocrite. And I promise you, Bogey, my name was on it. And I'll tell you right now, if he doesn't send you that, I'll send you $20 and give you your money back.
Well, that's nice of you, Charles.
I did ask you, but you know for a fact I didn't get none of that. I didn't get nothing off that, but I'll give you the $20 back before I let you get screwed out of it, since I was the one on there trying to help him sell them.
Hey, this is a man, though, is suffering what he suffered with cancer. We got prayers for him and his family, but he is definitely right and is wrong. That's what he's doing because he knows where he's going. So that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Nothing but respect for you, brother. God bless you.
That is definitely respect. And
the only thing I'm asking is maybe y'all remember me.
Yeah.
Nothing but respect for you, brother. God bless you.
That is definitely.
The only thing I'm asking is maybe y'all remember me. I'm not trying to leave tomorrow. I don't know when God has my time. Man, they might come up with a miracle.
KB wants to speak. He can speak anytime.
Absolutely, he can.
Also, and no, I was just wondering where Rex stood, but who knows what Rex actually doing. And then as far as I'm just kind of in shock right now,
I am too.
He has himself muted. I don't have him muted.
Thank you, Amanda.
I mean, J-Wag, are you like kind of in shock right now, bro?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I am, and I'm not.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
I've always felt that Vaughn was the scammer, that he's had the terrible reputation of having on the app. He's proven it. He tried initially with Big Keen, if you remember. Big Keen was too smart to fall for him.
No, and Big Keen actually called this. He called this a long time ago. I don't know if you remember that, but he called this. And what's crazy is that it's just, I don't know, man. I hung out with Vaughn for a long time, and it's just crazy to go this.
Yeah, I saw you in the video. I saw you in the video. You should be loving me. I thought that was pretty neat, man.
I appreciate that.
And I want to. Can I clear one more thing up too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Guys, about my music and stuff, I want to tell you, I did invest a lot of money, and I built a studio. I really did. It's on my ranch. I've got pictures of it. I've also shown people videos on my lives and everything like that. I'm a songwriter. I write songs, but I studied this. I never knew that I even had the talent to write songs. But the songs that I write, the majority of them, they're about my life. I'm trying to document my life before I pass. Give my wife and children something that way they can hold on to. And that's what I'm trying to do. And so my songs, I create a promo, okay? I sing into the microphone and it runs through programs. It's not, I don't know, it is assisted, but it's not actual true AI. It's not AI. It's actually tuned. Everything is done on there. So what it is it is me. I make a bass line. I don't have that beautiful voice. I'm going to tell you right now.
Neither does Vaughn.
Well, no, I know. That's what I told him. He needs to find a voice coach when I got pissed off at him. I told him, you need to find a fucking voice coach, bitch. But the thing is...
Carl, so was you and KB and Vaughn, y'all were on the phone at that last conversation y'all had?
Yeah, that's why I'm talking like this. KB will tell you, I just went totally apeshit crazy on the phone. And I was screaming at him and
Well,
yelling
what
at
made y'all a three-way? You know.
him because me and KB, I said, man, he's sitting there running his mouth, dude. And KB said, well, hold on a minute. I said, yeah. He said, get you on the phone. He wanted to know where KB was. Get him on the phone. I said, okay, he's calling you, bitch. So KB called him and then brought me in on three-way. I went off on him. And that's why my voice sounds like this now.
Mm.
And that's the way it happened. I have nothing to lie about, guys. I mean,
I don't think you've lied at all.
No, not at all.
I think you've laid the stuff out there and you've shown it. He come up here trying to deflect. He tried to pull Kentucky Boy into it. Kentucky Boy made it crystal clear he had nothing to do with that shit. And I believe
and I'm telling
his
you,
side. So if you wasn't in here for it, shit, that's your bad. I'm not finna keep saying this shit over and over. Whoever keeping this chat, KB need to tell his side. Yeah, that's on y'all.
KB don't have nothing to do with this. I'll tell his side for him.
they're saying I made it. I want to make it crystal clear. I love KB to death. KB is not part of this. He was blindsided in this whole thing. He had no idea. He was amazed when I started telling him everything and started sending him the text. He was totally amazed. And I feel bad. And I'm going to tell you right now, KB, I told you before on the phone tonight, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry for ever doubting.
You ain't got to keep saying it, bro. It's all good. I ain't tripping off no shit like that. You feel me? This internet shit ain't me.
But see, the thing is, though, is I doubted you.
Come in here. That's the only reason why.
Hey, Charles.
This ain't my shit right here.
Charles, how long did Vaughn know that you were dealing with cancer for?
KB, how long has it been now? Can you remember? A month?
Oh, because see, I didn't even know that you told Vaughn, so I don't know. I don't know how long it's been.
Oh, well, I've known now for about a month and everything, and I told him I had it, and he said, oh, man, he acted all concerned then. I'm sorry to hear that, brother, and, all this and that, and that's what he was saying. And I told him that's the reason why I want to put on this show.
So he knew, he had full knowledge that you had that, and then was still trying to scam you out of money.
Yeah, absolutely. The reason why he even mentioned about the show, because that's true. I do want to put on a show, and I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? No, I told you, Kurt, please don't twist my words, Kurt. I don't know who you are. Months ago, I'm going to tell you guys, this hadn't been, do you think that they looked at you and go, oh, you got cancer? No, it takes time. They run tests on you. And I have been undergoing these tests for months. From colonostomies to prostate exams to CAT scans to the contrast to doctor visits and everything like that. And it has come and it's taken months. But I've lost a total of 78 pounds is what I've lost. And the thing is I found out for sure, definite sure, that that's what it was. And that's what and then when I found out for sure, that's when I let people know, and I've got it in my prostate, I've got it in my colon, and I've got it in my lungs. I've got it in all three. And that's exactly where it is. And I don't come on here normally and say it because I don't want people to treat me any different than they did before. Like KB always says, if you're going to come at me with the same energy you always did. Sometimes it's funny when people come at me and stuff like that, and that's fine. I don't want to be treated any different. I'm not a poor, pitiful case or anything. I have been truly blessed by God, guys.
Hey, let me ask Kentucky Boy something, Charles, real quick. KB.
Well, he's already left.
Oh, he dropped. Damn it, boy, I was looking at something.
Yep.
We'll look and see if we don't know somebody else maybe that can help you put that together, what you was wanting to. Because
I think it's hard for KB to go. KB can't really go like. KB's kind of stuck in the middle. He can't really go against Vaughn.
KB can only he'll call the acts, and what they do is they tell him a price. And you have to put a deposit down, and you pay the other half after the show. And what he was going to try to do for me, and I appreciate everything KB was trying to do for me, you know. And that's the reason why. And Vaughn even told you that yes, I did ask him to also kick in. I was trying to do it to leave something for my wife and kids. I want to be here for this first one. I probably won't be here for the next one, but I wanted it to keep going every year. And if they can make it a little bit of money off of it, it would just ensure and make me feel good that I'm okay to leave, that I could leave this place with a peace of mind. My wife and children are everything to me. I love them. They've been there for me, and I love them more than anything in this world, and I feel truly blessed. And that's all I wanted to do. Maybe it's vain. Maybe it's something, and I shouldn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't do that, guys. Maybe it's putting too much, and I'm trying to force somebody to, give me a legacy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe I don't deserve it. Maybe I don't. But that's why, that is the reason for the show. He can think it's bull crap. It meant something to me. That's all I'm saying.
Well, Charles, I can tell you this, brother. Your legacies, them 7 beautiful children you was talking about, your wife, your farm, that type of stuff's going to be the legacy and the things that all of them remember, the memories that they have of you.
Absolutely, and I totally agree with that. That's my biggest achievement in life. Not the money, not the cars, not the bullshit. It is
Birdie, I'll bring you
my
back up.
children and my wife and stuff like that. That is my biggest accomplishment, in life. So if anybody wants to judge me by my children, because that is what I'm most proud of.
Nobody can judge you on anything, sir. I can tell you.
The thing is, man, I'm just coming to you. I'm no better than anybody else here. I've just been truly blessed by God, and He allowed me to have some beautiful things while I was here. I had a rough childhood, but I have had a wonderful, wonderful life. In the latter parts of my life, I wasn't always rich. I didn't always have money. I slept in cars, guys. I was homeless. We all have problems. You know what I'm saying? But God allowed me to have. It's by His will and grace that we have anything. And I want to tell you, I'm super respectful and super proud to have everything or anything that I've ever had. And I never wish nothing bad on anybody like that. So,
I got a question, Charles.
Yes,
I literally
Rodson.
I just got on here tonight. I've been busy with some other stuff. So I'm kind of lost. Like everybody in the chat, they're all saying that was Vaughn really trying to scam you out of money?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro. You see the receipt I have right here? That's Vaughn and him talking.
Oh no shit.
Vaughn even came on here and admitted it.
And Vaughn even came in my box. I let Vaughn come up in my box. He admitted it.
What? But I thought Charles and Vaughn were like real fucking
I know
tight.
they was.
What the
Then
fuck,
he tried to bring Kentucky Boy in it. That Kentucky Boy was in cahoots with him.
And then he tried to say that Kentucky Boy didn't really like me. He couldn't stand me. And Kentucky Boy came on and point blank said, that is not true.
Yep.
Yeah. I wouldn't dare come on here. And I'm going to tell you guys, I maybe I'm doing it for the wrong reason. I don't know. But I want to tell you, I'm hurt. This really hurt me. I didn't need this in my life right now with all the other shit that's going on. But I'm kind of hurt over this, guys. And I'm not really hurt real easy. I'm a dude. I'm a man. I'm not no sissy boy or anything like that. And I can take jokes and you can put it in the chat if you want to. That's fine with me. But the thing is, I'm just going to tell you, I'm still a human being. And I've got a lot of things going on in my life. And I didn't need this.
Bro, this is fucking wild.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Vaughn has scammed his entire life. He's never stuck with one thing. He's made all these claims, all these things he's supposedly done, but none of them have ever lasted.
Wait, is this a different Armed Forces supply?
Yeah, that's Armed Forces there.
No, but this is a different account. This ain't him.
Well, drop it.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. All right, my bad, JY. Go ahead, brother.
But the only thing that man's ever done, I'm telling you right now, that's stuck with him is that reputation he has of being a fucking con man and being a scammer. If you had all the shit that Vaughn says he's had throughout his life, had all these opportunities he had, you would have never been on TikTok fucking battling for a living.
Yep.
I don't care how much money he made or anything else. His stories, in my personal opinion, don't make sense to me. They can make sense to anybody else, and I'm not going to even debate it with them. But that shit don't make sense to me.
And Vaughn's lucky I gave him a bots, and the only reason I did because I knew he would probably dig himself a deeper hole, which he did. And I wanted to hear him admit that he scammed him.
I want to ask y'all, and I'm not a victim. I'm not trying to be a victim. I'm cool with it. The thing is, I've accepted it. But the thing is in the box right now, down in the chat, how many of you have I ever asked for money? How many times have I battled and came on there and said, please support me. Please send me something. Please give me money. I've never asked anybody. I go live. I don't pull a big crowd, and I sit there and talk to people. I don't make money on this app. I don't, and I never have, so I've never.
Guys, I'm not going to do a poll about KB, whether KB is in on it or not, because look, I truly believe that KB is not in on it, and he even said it, and KB gave his side of the story with Vaughn in the bots. So KB already said he wasn't on the phone.
Bond didn't check up on KB when KB was spitting the truth. No, Charles, I did not say that. I did not say that about you and stuff. Bond never came back and said, KB, you know that you said that. He never did that because he was a lie. He was telling a lie, and he didn't want to face off with KB.
Oh, KB checked it right there on the spot.
Yeah, with Vaughn in the bots.
So Vaughn's a fucking liar. Everybody that's got a brain knows that. And the people that run around sucking his ass, I don't know what they're fucking
And
thinking,
the reason
man.
I got so pissed off at Vaughn was because when Vaughn gave some shitty ass sorry excuse of why he tried to scam Charles, and I was like, bro, that's no reason to try to scam somebody. And that's exactly what and then Vaughn's like, I didn't try to. You did. You tried to manipulate Charles into trying to give you $3,000. That's exactly what you was doing.
And that's why I kept asking him, Vaughn, if I would have gave it to you, what would you have done with it? What would you have done with it?
No, he would have kept it.
Well, I knew you wasn't gonna give it. Well, I guess maybe he is smart in a way because I wasn't gonna give his dumb ass no money.
And guys, and I'm not telling y'all to look, and that's the problem, because I see even what Nathan said. I'm telling people not to go against KB, but see, this is the problem, is when you hang out with people like Vaughn, and Vaughn tries to say these things about you, it's also, even if you're innocent or not, it's going to give you a bad rep.
Well, I can tell everybody, KB got blindsided by this. KB is not part of it.
Rossi, he had no excuse. He said because Charles didn't do something with KB or wasn't a man of his word, he said Charles was a liar and all this shit. So he said that's why he was trying to scam Charles pretty much and to see how far he would go and what he could get out of Charles. He admitted to scamming Charles.
I found out that he was trying to scam me because I started talking to KB. And the reason why I feel so bad about it, I was feeling bad for Vaughn and them. I thought that they were up there and couldn't do what they all drove and meant to do. And then, so I felt sorry for, and I doubted KB. And KB didn't do anything for me to doubt that. So I'm a piece of shit in that situation that I doubted KB.
Well, think about this, Charles. Imagine if you had got that put on with Vaughn, and somehow or another he figured out a way where he could scam that and end up taking over that annual deal where he was the one profiting off of it.
Yeah, I know.
Because he's not, I mean, that man's a fucking scammer.
During this whole time, this went on for a few days, he was very convincing. So, guys, I'm going to let you know right now, if you deal with Vaughn in any way, form, or fashion, please be careful. Because I'm telling you, the man can lie to you right there standing to your face without blinking, and he can definitely make you believe it because he has an answer for everything. And he's got those bases covered. That dude is a scam artist from the word go. But see, he didn't get me because KB ended up talking to me and saying, what did I do? what did I do, Charles? And he wanted to know. So I went ahead and responded back to him. He called me, and I just got on the phone, and he goes, what did I do? I said, KB, that's shitty, man. What you did, you left him.
Alpha, look who wants a bots.
Supposedly it's KB's wife.
They're saying
Miss
that she
Dana?
does, but I don't think she does.
Does she?
Yeah,
Miss
she
Dana's
said
a
bots.
great. Miss Dana's a
bots.
She
great
wants a
woman.
bots, I'll give her a bots.
She's a great woman, guys. Please, please, do not. Miss Dana is a wonderful.
Yeah, no, she said she doesn't want one.
Oh, okay, she does. Okay.
Well, Miss Dana knows. I think the world of her. She is a sweetheart. KB is a wonderful guy. I'm telling you, he had nothing to do with this. But Vaughn even point blank told them that he was trying to screw me over. And KB, well, I found out. I was on the phone with him.
You know, so I'm curious. So Rec won't share his view of it, and maybe Rec is doing something. I don't know. Brady's in here. Brady, how do you? I want to hear Brady's view also. Just curious.
Oh, Brady sucks Vaughn's ass.
And that's what I'm curious, J-Wag. Is Brady still going to suck his ass?
I've always respected Mr. Brady. I'm not sure about that. And Mr. Brady he's a pretty even-headed guy, but I've got all the proof in the world, and I know what happened. I don't know.
Man, I'll be honest. I've always backed Alpha whenever it come to the whole Vaughn deal or whatever. So we battled it out with them all the time, and I don't really care much for Vaughn, but I'll be honest.
Brady,
I'm shocked. I am fucking shocked.
Brady, this has nothing to do with J-Wag, brother. That's what you're not understanding.
Look, I'll bring Brady up. Brady, I'll bring you back.
Okay. Charles, let me give you a little thing on this. Brady's one of the biggest fakes on this fucking app. I've had his ass black for fucking months and months. I don't have nothing to do with that man. He's trash. Nothing to do with his ass.
This is fucking insane.
Isn't that crazy, Preston?
Bro, even for Vaughn, that's fucking insane.
I've been knowing you for a long time. You a joke, but I ain't fixing to get in here and argue with you.
Yeah, no, you can't argue with me, boy. I'm gonna tell you something, Brady. You're trash.
This ain't nothing about me and you. This has.
Well, then you keep your mouth shut about me, you fucking hillbilly.
Hey, I wish you come shut my mouth up because you ain't big enough.
I'll do it. I will do it.
Well, look, Charles.
I put $20,000.
You ain't got 20,000. If you do, you scam somebody, boy. You off probation yet?
You ain't nothing.
You off probation yet?
No, I ain't on probation yet.
Look, you need to show some.
You better watch your ass,
show
boy.
J-Wag some respect, Brady.
What you gonna do, J-Wag?
Hey, what are you on probation for, boy?
You gonna do? Hey, this ain't.
What are you on probation for?
Hold on, Brady. Listen, I just wanted your opinion on. Even though you're not in the fight, Brady, I just want your opinion on what do you think about Vaughn admitting that he tried to scam Charles and with the receipts, and he came in the bots and even admitted it.
I didn't hear the whole thing.
Well, you see the receipt right here. I have it posted.
Well, I heard a little bit about that. I really can't. I can't speak on that.
Knock his ass out of the fucking box. He's up here chasing clout.
Hey, mute J-Wag out.
Brady, are you going to give your opinion or not?
Well, I don't. I can't give you my opinion.
You see the facts,
huh?
You see the facts.
I'm trying to read it. What you?
He can't. He's got about a 4th grade reading.
And now listen, Brady. Vaughn already knew that Charles has cancer and dying also, and still tried to scam $3,000 from him.
Simpy, shut your ass up.
How do you feel about that, Brady?
Honestly, if it's true, that's not cool.
No. Vaughn came up in the bots and admitted it was true.
He admitted it, Brady.
That's a terrible thing for anybody to do, man.
So you admit Vaughn was.
I don't agree with anybody doing that. If that's the case, I don't agree with anybody trying to scam anybody. Period.
All right, Brady. Now get the hell out of here.
That's what I thought. You've always been. I can't say anything bad. I mean, he's always been, even with me and stated, with Brady, so I had a feeling that's what you would say. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'd stay away from Brady. Brady's a fucking.
The thing is about Brady's is a yes man.
Yeah, no, he is, and I'm going to tell you something. That boy, He don't have no backbone whatsoever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like world champ. He's a yes man.
He's just like Angel. He's another
Bro,
Angel.
honestly, I want to know what World Champ has to say because, like,
Bro,
sometimes
I'm
World
curious
Champ
on
can
what
be
World
pretty
Champ
chill.
has to say, y'all. And Wreck Outlaw's in here, and Wreck Outlaw hasn't said shit.
Champ will be sucking Vaughn's
Wreck and
ass.
Vaughn. I thought Wreck and Vaughn kind of had a falling out.
They
They did.
Oh, maybe they did. Oh, they did?
Yeah, yeah,
A few times. Yeah.
yeah, a couple times. One here, kind of recent.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what do y'all think World Champ's gonna do?
Suck Vaughn's ass.
No,
Oh,
man.
Yeah,
If I was World
exactly.
Champ, I'd be concerned about being scammed myself. I'd start wanting fucking receipts for every goddamn
Oh
diamond.
my God, Hooligan. He's already scammed Champ enough. And Champ's still sitting there sucking his ass.
Yeah, he scammed Champ for 10 grand.
Dude, think about this. Champ is doing everything he can do to try to be something on this app other than a gifter. And Vaughn's the only thing what he leeches on to. He was so happy when his daddy come back on the app the other day. And it isn't going to make no difference. Vaughn's not going to be doing shit on this app. I mean, people going to do awarenesses on his ass and everything else. He ain't going to be doing shit.
I will say this. There's no coming
Jesse
back.
is correct down in the comments. Jesse is correct in the comments.
There is no coming back for Vaughn after this. I mean, which Vaughn was already gone anyways. Let's just face that. But
the sad part is still there's going to be people that support him. That's the sad part about this.
Bro, that's bad. That's fucking bad.
There'll still be people, and I'm sure they're going to come in and call me names and give me hell and everything like that. I mean, and that's
I mean, Charles, honestly, I really don't think it's going to be as many people as you. Yeah, sure, he might have a couple like people like Brandy or something. And what's funny is Brandy was totally against Vaughn, and I got, I've already showed receipts on her to what she did. But it's just like, again, I think you would be surprised how many people.
Well, I think I'll just wait to come into y'all's lives. I just won't go live no more. I'll just come into y'all's lives and he won't, that way if they want to come in and say something, that's fine. I just won't read the chat.
One thing I know about TikTok is, especially when you got a big community and everything, but not even only that, when somebody does something to somebody like this, then it gets out there pretty good where people are like,
Yeah, this is a big thing, honestly. I mean, this is kind of big, bro.
This is something that is cancel worthy. Plus, like I said, he was practically gone anyways.
Hey, you know what I'd be curious to hear, Alpha?
What's that, brother?
DC's ass-sucking ass is right down there in the chat. I wonder what his opinion is on this.
You know what? We could get DC up here.
I do like DC, but I don't think DC's going to say anything against Vaughn.
DC is.
Well, they have been friends for like 12 years or something.
So what? They're still right. It's still wrong.
I mean, me and you've been friends for 14 years. I would tell you wrong.
That's true. Vaughn's wanting to sit there and act like DC can validate.
Well, I can bring DC up and see if DC can give an opinion.
When DC came on earlier.
Oh, sorry, Birdie. I'll bring you back, baby.
He even came on earlier.
I just
and he
dropped
said, I'm
Birdie.
just trying to find out the truth. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't.
I know, poor Birdie. I'm sorry, Birdie. All right, DC. Let's hear it, bro. Let me invite him up.
Oh, this is fucking crazy shit.
Can you imagine that, Hooligan? Hooligan, he knew for a month this man had terminal illness.
But you know what?
He tried to scam his ass the whole time.
Jay, I'm curious, did DC know that Vaughn was trying to play Charles the whole time?
Oh, I bet he
Bro,
did.
That's what I don't get, J-Wag.
He was in the car with him. He's been with him. As a matter of
That's
fact,
what I'm saying. DC probably knew.
When we were on there, Vaughn told me we're all sitting here laughing at you, Charles. We think it's all funny.
Exactly. Vaughn
That's what they did.
Charles.
Hey guys, DC is the same guy that was just in my boxes the other night calling every woman in there everything but a woman.
And look at DC. DC's not
He's
coming
trash.
up. DC's not coming up, and that's saying a
Hold
lot.
on a sec. Charles, did Tank try to get money from you as well?
Huh?
Did Tank try and get money from you as well?
No. Don't. Tank, actually, I got to say, guys, I mean, he may jump me tomorrow. He may take up for Vaughn. I don't know. But the thing is right now, Tank actually had a deer mount, and I wanted it. and he had a couple pelts because I collect like pelts and skins,
Right.
and I put them in my office and stuff as decorations. And I wanted to buy them from him, and I just haven't been able to connect up with him. And we had a price. As a matter of fact, he told me what he wanted, and I told him what I would pay, and he bargained with me. We made a deal, and I just haven't had a chance to meet up with him to get that. He's never done any. I got to tell the truth, guys. I'm telling the truth about everything.
Oh no, we believe you, bro. And I'm curious also what I'm curious about Jilly Willie. Jilly Willie's been in here
I
the
don't
whole
know who
time
that
too.
is.
Jill, yeah,
It's Vaughn's
ABC Jill.
moderator.
Yeah, I don't know who that is at all.
And not only her, also Savage Pats is in here, and I'm wondering what Savage Pats thinks also.
Well, Vaughn tried to get me for money too, so there's that.
Did he really?
Wow.
Yeah, for boots.
Oh, he
Thank you,
wanted them red
Toxic.
bottom boots, didn't he?
Yep.
He sure did.
Yeah,
J-Wag, to
red
answer
bottom
your
boots.
question, yeah, bro, this is fucking insane because here's the thing. Like Charles, like when Alpha and me, like we were getting into it with Vaughn and shit, like Charles was like right there neck and neck with Vaughn, sticking up for fucking Vaughn.
Yeah.
And
I stood up for him because
bro,
I
this
felt
is
like
fucking
it was the right
insane.
thing to do. And,
Yeah, no, it's
you know,
fucking crazy, bro.
I tried, because I thought at the time that it was the right thing. And I try to stand beside my principles and morals. And I really do try to be a man of high moral and high principles, guys. But I was wrong, and that's why I told y'all I'm very sorry because I was wrong. I cast judgment and I shouldn't have. I just felt like, at that point, I didn't know. I was new to this app. I've only been on this app for 6 months.
Yeah,
I've never been on this app before.
I feel you, man. That's what all I was getting at is like you were right there taking up with him and jumping into the shit with him. For him to turn around and do that, I'll be honest with you, like me and Alpha, we've been best friends for like 14 fucking years. I would beat the living shit out of that man right there if he did some shit like that's fucking insane. That is
That's
insane.
what I'm saying. That's why I said.
Yeah,
it
Roxy
hurts,
the
dude.
Wolf. All you gotta do
It
is
hurts.
just make sure you tap on me, bro. And this is my live, brother. So when you send a gift, just make sure you tap on me or whatever, and it only sends me the gift, my guy.
Well, listen, Alpha, I appreciate you giving me a box, brother. Charles,
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you giving me a box, brother. Charles,
Yes, sir.
You're more than welcome anytime you want in my room, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Everybody else.
Most of all, I'm just going to let you know that I really do appreciate you accepting my apology, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Allowing me to make it right.
Absolutely. And you don't ever have to say another word about it, man. We're good to go.
J-Wag, get some rest, buddy.
Yeah, I don't want everybody running around. I don't want you running around telling everybody I'm out drinking and driving into work the next day drunk.
Oh wait, J-Wag, so are you good with G-String now?
I haven't spoke to Ginseng in a few days. If he just minds his own business, I'll mind mine. If he don't, we'll do what we do.
Okay.
So, it's simple.
I ain't gonna lie, I like them boots.
All right, guys. Thank you very much, Alpha. I appreciate it. Everybody else have a good
Yes, sir, my brother.
J-Wag.
Later,
See you,
J-Wag.
J-Wag.
Adios, amigos.
See you, brother.
You're on the grill. You're being like go for a minute.
Hey, Charles, man, all I can tell you on this app.
See you, brother.
J-Wag.
Adios, amigos.
See you, brother.
You're on the grill. You're being like go for a minute.
Hey, Charles, man, all I can tell you on this app, brother, don't trust nobody on this fucking app, man. Like, for real, don't trust nobody on this fucking app.
Well, I came on here. I didn't know, man. I came on, man. I thought that, I'd be, spread a positive message. And I got caught up in that stuff and all this. And, man, I'll tell you, it's, I don't know. I mean, I realize my mistakes now.
Yeah, but still heartbreaking, though, man, honestly.
Well,
yeah, Charles, I did try to tell
hurts.
you that one time in that live, though, man. I tried to tell you that.
Mistakes now.
Yeah, but still heartbreaking, though, man, honestly.
Yeah,
Well,
Charles, I did
it,
try to
it
tell you
hurts.
that one time in that live, though, man. I tried to tell you that
I know.
he's a
I
con
know.
artist. He's known
I
for
had a
being a
bunch of
con
people.
artist.
I had a bunch of people tell me you need to get away from that guy. He's a con artist, and man, I had a bunch of people tell me you need to get away from that guy. He's a con artist, and man, I was like, man, I can't do it. I gotta believe, and everything. And man, the way you got to look at it, guys. Everybody can't be wrong and him be right. So all I'm asking, if you follow who you follow, and if you don't like me after this because I told the truth, then I understand, and you got to follow your heart. But the thing is, be careful. That's all I'm gonna say to you. Just be careful, because you've heard of a devil in sheep's clothing. There you go. That's
Look
what
at
you got.
DC
DC,
being
the only thing
rude.
you have to say, is to attack a woman. That is exactly your style, DC.
Damn
Why don't
it.
you show everybody here who you really are?
DC
DC,
being
the only thing
rude.
you have to say, is to attack a woman. That is exactly your style, DC.
Damn
Why
it.
don't you show everybody here who you really are?
And he likes to slide in DMs.
Bro, DC, in all honesty, man, bro, that's something like I said, me and Alpha been friends.
We are.
He likes to slide in.
In all honesty, man, bro, that's for a while, but I would fucking call his bitch ass out on that kind of stuff, man. If you're friends with Vaughn, that's cool, but like you ought to have been calling him out for that shit.
I think he's talking about Angel the Great.
He is probably talking about Angel the Great. I've turned my camera on a million times. I go live with my camera. Fuck you and your filters. Nice try.
DC, I've never said anything bad about you at all, dude, or anything. And I'm up here and have all the proof, brother. You came up and you said you wanted to know the truth. Vaughn keeps calling on you and asking you to validate the truth. Well, how can you validate the truth if you're asking me for the truth and you said to everybody, I want to find out the truth? The thing
Like
is,
Rod C. the
know
Wolf
that,
just said, DC bots up.
Yeah.
you know the
That
truth now.
psycho.
You know the truth now. And I know I'm not trying to put you on the spot, brother, because I know that you and Vaughn are friends, and more power to you, brother. Maybe with you right there, his little bitch ass is too scared to fuck
I
you
just
up.
sent DC an invite.
No,
You know?
DC's being used too. He just hasn't figured it out yet.
Yeah. But, well, maybe with DC's a pretty good guy. Maybe Vaughn's too scared, because the man's standing right there.
He's not a good guy.
Well, see, that's how I feel about. I know a lot of people don't like World Champ, but like if you get World Champ by himself, World Champ's actually he seems like a pretty chill fucking dude. Like you can have a conversation with him, and I know World Champ is out on a lot of money, but man, if World Champ needs to open his eyes on this one, because I would be, bro, I'd be trying to get my money back one way or the fucking other, and getting the fuck away from that situation.
Damn, Birdie, can you buy me those boots?
I didn't even buy him those boots.
I need those boots. Those are nice. How much are those?
I don't know the total
About
price. He
800.
needed $187. That's what he asked me
that's
for.
about what they run. I see them on Facebook.
They have
bought them
more
for
than that. The boots I just bought are
$187.
$500.
No, they're probably painted.
Hey, Alpha, I got a pair right here in the floorboard. If I pull over, I'll show them to you. They're 1,200. They're eel skin.
Yeah, you're not getting
Oh,
red
no
ones.
shit.
187.
Hey, yeah, no, those you will. They're on Facebook. They're an off-brand, and they're pretty fucking cheap. Like my Luke Casey's, I got Luke Casey's. They run about 1,500. But like these, they look cool, but they're pretty cheap though.
Well, guys,
Actually,
this is why I do what I do, guys.
Hooligan, the Luke Casey's in that style are 1,800.
Yeah.
Damn it, Birdie, you gotta take down that picture. I can't.
I
stand
know. I
seeing
see
that
the
girl.
chat. I'll respect the chat. It's scary.
That woman is crazy.
Is that skanky lady?
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
Hey,
guys.
guys.
Chat, I'll respect the chat. It's scary.
I
Is that
can show 'em
skanky lady?
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
Hey,
Oh,
guys,
that's a
I
bitch.
can show y'all something scary. I can turn on my camera. Nobody wants to see that shit. I scared the shit out your ass.
Oh.
That's my
Yeah, I'll show you
stalker. She's
something,
obsessed
Alva.
with me.
Oh yeah,
Alva,
she was a bitch to me too.
I'm gonna show you. Hey, put me in the big box, Alva. I'll show you something.
Yeah,
He's a bitch, period.
Hold on. Hey, put me in the big box, Alva. I'll show you something.
yeah,
He's a bitch, period.
Hold on. Let me take that off of me. Nobody wants to see that. But you see those boots?
No, we don't see anything.
Oh shit! Hold on. Good. Hold on. I'm doing it. Hold on. I really am. Damn. All right.
Yeah, those are nice.
Oh, shit. Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah,
Was
that's
that
the eel
eel?
skin right there. Those right there are very. Those are. You're looking at right at $2,000 for those.
And what size are those?
What's that? Motherfucker, he ain't giving them to you.
They're 10.5s.
No hand-me-downs.
Oh, that's
Actually,
are they 10.5D?
Yep.
Yep, that's my
That's what
size.
I wear.
That's my
No,
size.
fuck off.
That
That's
is
my
my
size.
Give me the
size.
heat.
Oh my god.
That's perfect.
That's
You
perfect.
know, Charles, they'll fit perfectly up Alpha's ass. So send them to him.
The heat.
Oh my god.
That's perfect.
That's
You
perfect.
know, Charles, they'll fit perfectly up Alpha's ass. So send them to him. Okay.
Would you wear them,
Yeah.
Alpha? Would
The
you wear them
perfect
if I
fit.
gave them to you?
Hey, I would wear them, brother. I
No,
would wear
fuck
'em.
him. I'll wear them. He don't even got.
Charles, look, Charles, you message me, I'll wear them every day to sleep, buddy.
I'll wear them every day to sleep. He don't even got.
Sleep, buddy.
I'll wear them every day to sleep.
Oh my god.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you them boots. I've got 27 pair of boots, dude.
Sleep, buddy.
I'll wear them every day to sleep.
Oh my god.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you them boots. I'll pair of boots, dude.
That's thank you.
I don't ever wear those.
W Charles, y'all.
No, you, Charles.
I love you, Charles.
No,
y'all.
no, you, Charles.
I love you, Charles.
Honestly, Charles, bro, I do feel bad for you, man. I'm sorry to hear about your cancer stuff. Honestly, Charles, bro, I do feel bad for stuff. And in all honesty, I mean, I'll apologize for Vaught on that one. I mean, that's uncalled for, and stuff. And in all honesty, I mean, on that one, I mean, that's uncalled. Man, I'm sorry to hear about that. Honestly.
Well, I appreciate it. I mean, the way I look at it, here's the deal. Nobody has to feel sorry for me or anything like that. Well, I appreciate it. Nobody has to feel sorry for me or anything like that. Vaughn will have to answer for that one day himself, and I would hate to be in that seat. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
good one. Green hearts for Charles, y'all.
That one day himself, and I would hate to be in that seat. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
good one. Green heart.
I would hate to be in that seat. He don't have to answer to me or any other man. He's going to have to answer to the real man one day. I would hate to be in that seat. He don't have to answer to me or any other man. To the real man one day.
Oh, he's got a lot to answer for.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Jesus Christ, 1,000%.
He's just a bad person.
Oh, he's got a lot to answer for.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Jesus Christ, 1,000%.
he's just a bad person.
Oh, thank y'all very much. Thank y'all so much.
That's fucking.
And Charles, you best believe he didn't only do this to you. He's done this to a lot of people.
Well, I know that. And everybody.
That's fucking.
And Charles, you did this to a lot of people.
Well, I know that. And everybody tried to tell me. And, I mean, it's just a bad situation, man. It really is. I mean, but he needs to get down on his knees. He can ask for forgiveness. That's fine. He don't have to ask me. I'll forgive him right now for it. But I won't forget it. And the thing is, but I'm not the one he needs to worry about answering to. I have nothing, no power like that. I don't have it. He's going to answer to the real man why he did that to me. He'll answer for every bit of it.
I
would hate to be him.
Yeah. And I'm ready to hear World Champ and Jill and what they have to
Yeah.
say.
I know Jill
Well,
definitely.
World Champ's probably going to stay with them though. He wants his money back.
Just release an album, still scamming.
Well, he needs. Yeah, World Champ is invested in Vaughn. I mean, he's owed a lot of money, and the thing is, I don't blame him for that. You know, he's trying to protect his best interest, or at least that's what I like to believe. World Champ, I think, is a good guy. He's never been disrespectful to me or anything like that. And even if he goes on Vaughn's side, I would hate to see that. But
thank you, Rhonda.
I'm not going to judge him for it because that's not my place to judge him. So
Is AZ
I think that'll be a
hot?
big deal for Jill, though. I think Jill's going to have a hard time
He
looking
was
past
in
that.
here. He was in here.
Is
Alpha.
AZ Hot still in here? What's up, B-Lates?
I don't know. I haven't
I
seen
don't know
him.
if AZ Hot's still in here.
AZ Hot, he cracks me up, dude.
I know, yeah, he cracks me. What's up, B-Lates?
I don't know. I haven't seen
I don't know
him.
if AZ Hot's still in here.
AZ Hot, he cracks me up, dude.
I know, yeah, he cracks me up. I just wanted to get, because AZ Hot made a video saying how he, you know, that's Vaughn now, and I was curious if I just wanted to get, because AZ Hot made a video saying how he, you know, that's Vaughn now, and I was curious if AZ Hot, how he feels about it, you know? I know little Skeeter, also, that's Vaughn now, and I was curious if AZ Hot, how he feels about it, you know? I know little Skeeter also was a big Vaughn supporter as well, and I'm wondering what little Skeeter thinks as well.
Huh.
I love all those green
You
hearts.
guys are awesome, man. You guys are awesome. I appreciate all of y'all.
But you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if World Champ maybe does quit Vaughn because of how much negativity Vaughn's going to get and hate. You know?
Yeah. There's no way to get your money back now.
Yeah.
Like
I really did want to ask
Not
him
Abby.
where the feds are, though.
Oh, no feds ever showed up?
Hey, you put that false shit on. Put that shit on my name, man. That's whack.
Yeah,
I told y'all it would come out that he lied about that and he wasn't going to do anything.
Did he lie about what?
I told y'all it would come out that he lied about that and he wasn't going to do anything.
Did he lie about what?
Yeah, he said that I was I don't know what I say, but he said that he got his daughter's phone got sent a bunch of
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Well, Charles, I'm glad that we all seen the truth, brother. I really appreciate everybody being here, everybody in the comments, guys, and everybody, and you know that I really appreciate all of y'all. I love all y'all. Charles, I appreciate everything. Tracy, Dopus, Birdie, John Freedom, Preston.
Well, the only thing I regret, Alpha, is that
Live now.
I didn't want you to get into it. You know what I'm saying? And that was not my motive. I did not want you to get into it or anything.
Right.
Hey, one thing before I think Alpha's going to be getting off here soon, so I want to say this real fast. Charles, I'm going to tell you this right now, because you had the receipts and everything, and you pretty much, I mean, this is a big deal to be breaking on Vaughn. You're going to catch a lot of fucking flack from Vaughn and whoever his.
But I want to
that's
hear
left
from
to
AZ.
support
I
him.
want to hear from AZ real quick.
That's what I felt.
What's up, everyone? How it
I
going?
want to hear from AZ real quick.
That's what I felt.
What's that? Go ahead, Preston. Finish.
I just wanted to say, so I just want you to know, like, just be aware, man. You're gonna catch a lot of shit from
Well, I don't
Vaughn.
think I'm gonna go live on my own. I think I
Yeah.
might just come into other people's
I
lives.
don't think he's gonna catch. I know everybody's telling me Vaughn's live right now. I don't think he's gonna catch that much shit.
I think I
Yeah.
might just come into other people's
I
lives.
don't think he's gonna catch. I know everybody's telling me Vaughn's live.
Well, I'm just
AZ.
trying to give him a little bit of a heads up.
No,
you know,
yeah. Az, what do you think about what you've heard?
Well, I'm just trying to give him a little bit of a heads up.
No,
you know,
yeah. Az tonight, brother.
That honestly, I think Charles the Cowboy Pride's fake.
Tonight, brother.
That honestly, I think Charles the Cowboy Pride's fake. Like everything about him being a millionaire and all that stuff, all that. I don't want to talk too much shit, but other than that, like I think Vaughn and whatever Vaughn and Charles had going on, that's between them. But I'm just here for the gossip news. But
Wait, didn't Savage verify? Didn't
I love
Savage
AZ.
verify Charles though?
Yeah, they did.
Savage did verify the ranch and
I
all
have
that, the
AZ
LLC,
Hot,
everything.
brother. I got everything that I said I had. I've worked too hard all my life, brother. And
I mean, I'm not going to shit talk you, Charles. I really don't know you. I mean, I don't want to blast you.
Az gave his opinion.
You know, honestly, I wish AZ, and I'm just asking for a little lenience here. You know, I mean, I'll send you proof. Not that I have to prove anything to anybody. I wish AZ, and I'm just asking for a little lenience here. You know, I mean, I'll send you proof. Not that I have to prove anything to anybody.
Listen, you don't have to prove nothing to me, bro. You don't have to prove nothing to me. Honestly, I really don't care, to be honest. I just hope
anything to anybody.
Listen, you don't have to prove nothing to me, bro. You don't have to prove nothing to me. Honestly, I really don't care, to be honest. I just hope your cancer gets better. But, I'm on this app for the gossip. Everyone knows I'm 100% behind. I really don't care, to be honest. I just hope your cancer gets better. But, I'm on this app for the gossip. Everyone knows I'm 100% behind Vaughn when it comes to his music. I'm behind Alpha when it comes to his entertainment. I mean, I'm sticking behind Vaughn when it comes to his music. I'm behind Alpha when it comes to his entertainment. I mean, I'm sticking behind Vaughn, whatever he does in life with his music, and whatever Alpha and Vaughn got going on, that's between them. I'm just here for the gossip and make my video. And, I wish you the best, Charles, with your cancer, and hopefully it goes away, bro. But
well, it's not, and I'm fine with it, brother. I've been truly blessed in life. And the thing is I'm telling you, I'm not a fake person. I am what I am. I own what I own. I've been blessed with it. So I mean, there's no problem.
I mean, one thing, Charles, I notice you're always talking about helping people on this app. I notice with money. And if I had money like you, I wouldn't tell anyone I'd have money, because then people, come after you for money.
They do.
So,
they do.
Yeah, but were you trying to get clout off a lot of these big creators when you came on this app? Because
they do. They do.
Yeah, but were you trying to get clout off a lot of these big creators when you came on this app? Because I noticed you're messing around with a lot of the big creators. When Alpha came on this app, he didn't mess around with big creators. He built his own shit. But people like you that act like they have a bunch of money and they start messing with big creators. Where do you go? Oh, bye.
Oh shit!
Maybe he's dead.
Oh, bye.
Oh shit! It
probably booted him for driving.
Yeah, bananas him. I think it was because of the driving. No, AZ Hot, I appreciate your opinion, brother.
Yeah, man. I try to stay out of it much as I can, man.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
AZ,
Okay.
I like your life.
Driving. No, AZ Hot, I appreciate.
Yeah, man. I try to stay out of it much as I can, man.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Easy,
Okay.
I like your live video. Thanks.
Thank World Champ. I gotta
Yeah,
go
yo,
back to
Charles
work, you
got
guys.
Easy, how
evidently,
listen.
y'all.
Easy. You know
Yo,
I love
Charles,
you.
just know
It's
we
all
love
good.
you, brother.
Bye,
Everybody, I'm gonna
guys.
call it a night, guys. I'm gonna get off here. Preston, everybody, Birdie,
Much love.
Dawn, Tracy.
brother.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get out.
Bye,
Everybody, I'm gonna
guys.
call it a night, guys. I'm gonna get off here. Preston, everybody, Birdie,
Much love.
Dawn, Tracy. All
brother.
right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Vaughn's
Bye.
live, so we can all just go see him lie more.
Yep.
I know.
We'll see
I
y'all.
love you
I'll
guys.
see you.
Bye.
Love
Bye,
y'all.
everybody.
We can all just go see him lie more.
Yep.
I know.
We'll see
I
y'all.
love you guys.
I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
We can all just go see him lie